の影をたたえよう契約は交わされ喜び狂気蝕むそう君の手で全てを変えれ引き裂く元凶突き刺すこの衝動真実までたどり着ける操られた迷宮研ぎ澄まされた歓喜の歌よ怒りの残像今ここに目覚めた真空の影をたたえよう契約は交わされ喜び狂気蝕むそう君の手で全てを変えれ
Hello there, everybody. It's about Night 2, aka Nightmare, and well, this is a long time coming. I know there's still an extra story, but we're probably going to finally finish the main story of Dies Irae in this episode. And holy shit, I'm still trying to get all my thoughts like put together to properly convey like what I like the most about this. But the wait has been long, and I'm tired of waiting, so let's get this fight started, shall we? Well, that certainly sped things up, didn't it? An abrupt and unimaginable mortal blow. It happened just as Reinhard felt like he was about to draw a certain conclusion from the inexplicable question to the swindler he met in those aquatic depths. Boy, you got stabbed again! Indeed, it was doubtlessly an impossible phenomenon. As far as common sense was concerned, that had pierced Reinhard's chest. Not to mention, the puzzlement at the fact that something as meager as this could have possibly marked the end of his life.
そうだ。お前はこの程度で死んだりしない。
The blade of the Grim Reaper addressed him, claiming his sheer abnormality to be normal. Was this a twisted joke by the divines?
俺も、そしてお前も同じ。そういう台本に不満があるんだよ。
Reinhard failed to comprehend the words of the blade, yet he felt his heart empathizing with its sentiment. And what could explain this wave of emotion washing across his heart? He possessed nothing. No dreams or ideals, nothing to touch his heart. Naturally, joy was no exception either. He couldn't quite understand why such a feeling blossomed in his heart when faced with the sheer injustice and unfairness of his own demise.
ほう、これはまたなんとも早。
If there was anything that could have given him that emotion, it had to be the face of that insolent swindler contorting in surprise as this whole madness unfolded. He found pleasure in seeing that all-knowing smile waver for a second.
実に喜ばしい。さあ、迎えは来ておられるようだ、獣殿。あなたが砕くべきものはそこにある。全力を出せる刹那、願い求めた壁。 敵手それを必ず用意すると私は約束したのだから
Oh dear.
誇らしい素晴らしい彼はあなたを満足させると保証しよう
This is already different. Really? Was that the truth? It vaguely appeared so, yet the blade piercing his chest insisted on the contrary.
わかっているだろう、ラインハルト。
He did. Or rather, he was now confused as to why his sworn friend did not. He could not help feeling both thoroughly exhilarated and woeful at the fact that even now, his friend misread the situation. The master of a transcendent, ever-calculating mind of divinity, able to make the entire world dance to his whims. Yet in this moment, he appeared no more than a foolish clown.
相反する渇望。正反対なのに両立する関係。
The inability to escape a self-destructive inclination while fighting for survival. The very fact that the being to satisfy Reinhard would be his own substitute had foreshadowed the serpent's ultimate fate. He wished for Reinhard to realize it. He had waited for him all this time. Reading between the lines of his perfect and infallible script, one could see the hints of a desire for self-ruination. It explained why he now displayed a foolishness so unlike himself. For he himself was a soul that once attained ultimate transcendence through unprecedented folly.
俺はこんなものなんかいらない。お前たちが定めた役になんか収まる気はない。
Nice. The ephemeral moment proclaimed to find its own path. A choice Reinhard wished to endorse with all his heart and soul. To embrace it till it shattered.
さあ、まぶたを開こう。破壊の君よ。
And his friend urged him to remember, shatter the moment, repeat, repeat again. A wish in complete and utter opposition to his own. Come on, Reiny. Who did he used to believe in? What did he used to wish for? What did he used to crave? What did he become?
そうだ。私は。
Did he wish to die as a man? No, that was merely a natural outcome he had once accepted. He never wished for his own demise. Did he command a legion of demons for a wish of that caliber?
Hina.
A clear, robust voice boomed across the frozen dreamscape. A bell to wake the long dreamer, its very echo capable of shaking the world to its foundations. A fissure opened in the sky. The pain faded like a receding wave.
断じて否だ。死を座して待つのではない。それでは生きながらの死者だ。処刑台に登る囚人と何が違う。
He gazed down upon his wound. It was hardly worthy a note, a mere prick from a needle. His skewered heart regained its prior vigor and began to beat once more.
私はまだ何もしていない。ならばそりゃこそ、己が教師に反するではないか。
His heart raged. The golden beast slowly rose from slumber.
無いだと遠ざけた。チリアクタだと烙印を押して通り過ぎた。本当は全てを愛してやりたかったのに。愛するには万物すべて脆すぎたから。ああ、なぜだ。なぜ耐えられぬ。抱擁どころか、矢は腹を撫でただけでなぜ砕ける。なんたる無情だ。死んだ万象、この世は総じて繊細に過ぎる。ならば我が愛は破壊の棒状。めでるためにまずは壊そう。神戸を垂れる弱者も、かしづいてひざまずく敗者も、反逆を目論む不忠も、すべてが愛しい。故に壊す。それこそが唯一の道理。私は死を眺め、感じながら生きている。だがそれは、死をこまねくことではなかった。めでるべきものをめでず、いたわりすぎて放置するなど無粋の極み。だからこそのメメントモリだ。
Those his love extended to, as well as he himself. nothing could match the significance of death, and so he wished all to welcome his love with equal solemnity. The boundless void in his heart, to soothe its listlessness, he embarked upon a quest to devour the world, hoping to chance upon that which he had yet to ravage. But it still proved insufficient in satiating his beastly hunger. An adversary that would make his heart dance, a challenge that required the whole of his strength to be overcome, one that he would keep devouring for, one that would make him prove his own existence, and beyond.
全てを愛そう。例外はない。その平等を与えぬことこそ、ないがしろにしている証明そのものではないか。
His sworn friend craved to be destroyed by his hands from the very beginning. A roundabout, eternally repeating farce of an existence born of his wish alone. And so fulfilling it would be no less than a manifestation of his friendship, his hegemony. Feeling anything but a lust for destruction, regardless of the foe in question, was an insult to his credence as the herald of Dies Irae. Regretfully roll credits.
私は
His hair grew in length, his clothes changed. He could feel the holy lance in his hands as Veltal swirled within his heart like a whirlpool. Love that filled his entire being. His opened eyes sparkled in acute golden luster.
私は全てを愛している。
The power he unleashed in that moment took the form of a comet, vaporizing the dark cell in an instant. The scenery of the past shattered into thousands of pieces, leaving behind only a silhouette seething in godhood, one equal to Reinhardt's, another challenger to the throne.
そうだ。これで全ての決着をつける。
And in that moment, a flash of condensed lethality, potent enough to make even Reinhardt falter, assailed his sworn friend. Gratitude filled his heart to the brim. Without the young man, none of this could have been possible. Phantasms, flickers of light, the meaning of his very existence. They presented him with it all, and for that, they had his deepest gratitude. Let us all attend this banquet together, allowing our hues to clash in earnest. For the final Dies Irae had arrived. The battle for the throne of the universe.
さあ
He too felt this moment to be exalted beyond words.
始めようか。カイ。
As his grim proclamation of war filled the space around him, the beast's holy lance beamed with radiant elation, launching a blinding thrust. Two equally potent lights of destruction ravaged the cosmos, turning all matter to ash in their path. Yet the two cared for but one target.
ああ、ついに私のアポトーシスが発現したか。
The mercurial serpent made an expression that seemed like a tearful smile. Oh my god, I know what song they're playing! I am actually happy about this. Anybody else just get the biggest chills right now? I am utterly happy. Elated, you could say. I could hear a song. The framework of Marie's assembling world illuminated our battlefield. Her soul did not know the concept of battle. As such, I would take on the role of an executioner of the old world. I felt that to be the duty most fitting for the nature of my being. Whoa! Oh my god! That looks so fucking awesome! As I had finally penetrated the very core of my soul.
さあ、待ちかねただろう。ここに誓いを果たしてやる。
As an Onanerbe created by them, I would transcend my role, the confines of my existence. I would return to the world of living as a man. I would reclaim the ephemeral moment I'd longed for since ages past. The essence of my emanating craving had not changed, and yet my heart, having sworn to eradicate all aberrations with this battle, including myself, appeared to give birth to something new. Or perhaps this was my true form. The embodiment of my deepest passion. The ephemeral moment. A prison of time that forced all the cosmos to a halt. My blades now acted as the hands of a clock representing the universe itself. And with that newly attained godhood, I would...
カールクラフト、ラインハルト・ハイドリヒ。
I didn't need any power born from their convenience alone. They could have it back for all I cared. There'd be no new world for me as long as the poison of Mercury still coursed through my veins. Isn't that right, Shiro, comrade? I would rinse their curse from my flesh and attain my true self. For only beyond that threshold lay my future with her.
今から俺が望み通り、絶命という死をくれてやる。
The roar from the bottom of my soul reverberated across the cosmos, shaking the throne to its foundations as it reached the two grand pillars, gold and mercury.
なるほど。K も K で、己が真実を欲するか。その気概、こと保護。なんとも愉快なことだな、カーリオ。これも妙理と言えるのではないのかな。私も彼も等しく下脱を求めている。己の祈りを信じながら思いを完遂すると決めているのだ。もはや父の庇護はいらんとな。故に K も K で子に超えられる充足を楽しんでみるがいい。存外とそこに未知があるやもしれんだろう。いいや。
Reinhard paused for a moment, directing his eyes, now sparkling in almost blinding gold, towards the man he called friend.
私はこれこそしかりと感じているぞ。
少子な。
Mercurius rejected the notion without a second's delay, giving us a blood-curdling look from atop his throne before continuing in an exasperated tone.
それは勘違いだ、我が友、そして我が息子よ。私はこんな展開など望んでいない。はあ、その事実が震えるほどに私のすべてを打ちのめす。
While he addressed us with his usual loftiness and mock courtesy, I could tell he had been slowly undergoing a gradual change. Or rather, he was returning to his true self.
道を求めた。それのみを願った。その果てに筋書きを外れたならば、確かに是と言えるのかもしれんがね。だが違うのだよ。座にある私は否と告げる。ああ、嫌だ。認めない。このような終わりなど許せない。
It sounded almost as if he was relaying someone else's will. An odd performance, but in no way incoherent with his being. Both Reinhard and I understood this phenomenon. He, the All-Father and Master of all existence, was coming out of his shell. Not Karl Kraft, not Cagliostro or Saint Germain, not Paracelsus, but the original, the origin and embodiment of the world of foreknowledge. A two-headed serpent whose name had been long lost to the eons, gradually coiled forth from the shadow enveloping the cosmos, following a Mercury-laden trail. This supreme being.
だというのに、私はお前たちが苦しく愛しい。
At least take me out to dinner first.
愛わしく腹立たしく、ああ冗談ではない。だがたたえよう我が子らよ。この時こそ私はずっと待っていたと、そう感じる魂にも嫌はない。
A craving built on contradiction, he lamented his failure by celebrating the advent of his long-awaited apoptosis. Reinhard was to him what Shiro was to me. Now that they faced each other on equal grounds, the mercurial snake would walk the path to destruction, regretting the outcome with jubilation. This was one law not even he could resist. In other words,
お前は積んでる。自覚しろ。
I would put this ludicrous opera to an end.
英語回帰の終焉だ。
しかり、その基地感は枯渇している。迷惑だ。今こそ幕を引くとしよう。
Even though the void filling this space trembled in fear at the sight of Longinus, the throne itself had been freezing under the influence of the executioner's blades. The destiny of the universe would be decided here and now.
違うな。これは始まりだ。新たな世界への幕開けとなる。故にお前たちはもういらん。これより先は女神の一人舞台でなくてはならぬから、用済みの役者には退場願おう。それが私の座の意志と知れ。
Killing intent, bloodlust. The core of the universe sentenced us to death with such ferocity, the very cosmos felt its overwhelming ripples. Any other man would have been vaporized by its force, their souls reduced to nothingness in the blink of an eye. But what of it?
もうこれ以上お前の手玉になるつもりはないんだよ。
Our goals coincided in the sense that we both wished for Marie's world. However, there was one core element that set our paths apart. To him, everyone save for Marie was secondary. He saw no difference between Himuro and a speck of dust. I couldn't allow him to hold control over the throne at the dawn of the new world. I'd take his conductor's baton and snap it in half. The bastard had no business meddling in our future.
ついさっき前まではそうするしかないのかと内心軸地たるものがあったけどな。そこはお前と同じで連れに恵まれてたから助かったよ。ああ、実際そのことだけは感謝している。
I had no shortage of friends who wished to murder the mercury inside me, and in that sense my current actions were without a doubt those of a person intending to commit suicide. Which is why they had meaning.
俺の本当の名前が何なのかまだそれはわからないけど。
I was certain I would discover it at the end of this battle. I would finally be able to face the one I loved as my true self.
お前を倒せばその部分だけが絶対に残る。水銀の自滅衝動は人であった俺には関係ないものだから。
I had never been a grand enough being to be worthy of the throne. Unlike the purebloods like these bastards and Marie, I was a mongrel. With the death of my father and the end of his influence, I would lose my godhood. As I realized that, there was but one thing left for me to do. My sole objective had always been to return to my ordinary life. And that hadn't changed this entire time. I believed in it with all my heart.
一緒に消してやるよ。お前とお前からもらったこの力を。
ようやく K が同じところに降りてきたと感じる。
I feel honored, I guess. Reinhard let out a joyful snort in response to my spiel. He too had his excitement hit the ultimate threshold as he gazed up at the Mercurius.
いつも影のように K は言った。一歩下がって私を立て、しかしその実追従していたのはどちらの方か今や考えるまでもない。高原ははるか上、宮城、井戸、皆初めてのことだ。感謝しよう、我が友よ。そして K もことここに至ってはもはや代替などと呼べないが K は K だ。尊き刹那よ。
Nice!
私と友の工場に割って入るななどと言いはせぬ。むしろより華々しき戦となった事態を嬉しく思うぞ。もとよりこの身は無限の闘争を望む者。私は全てを愛している。ゆえ諸ともに壊してやろう。来るがいい。
Well, holy shit, listen to the emotion in that!
言われなくても。
Ripples of godhood and a genuine lust for battle filled the singularity in a surging torrent of unchained cravings. Their waves raged, swelled, and ultimately erupted. And thus the curtains opened on a climactic final battle. Ooh! The initial assault came thundering down on the Golden Beast, the most ferocious and most aggressive of the three. Reinhardt's divine luster raged, eager to chain the very heavens to its dominion, his love. Destructive and cataclysmic surged forth into the singularity. This holy choir feels so goddamn fitting. His love burned fierce and true, ravaging the stars, leaving ruination in its wake. Such was the locus of his one and sole desire, his soul awash in its colors, intent on painting the universe anew. For his was the splendor of the supreme monarch, violent, furious, like hellfire incarnate, an affection of love in its most untainted and purest form. In light of the terrible battle at hand, the funeral ode to the world governed by foreknowledge, sung to determine the new heir to the throne. This development should have hardly elicited surprise, and yet wouldn't a statement that negated the unexpected in turn ring ever so unnatural in a struggle that should have been so beyond mortal comprehension? But perhaps one could allow themselves a wordplay of sorts and argue that the reverse of reverse birthed the obverse. What a phrase! The absolute height of it all, and everything was purity itself, and as such, its summit was unfit to be adorned with redundancy. As cliché and threadbare a played would lead to, that alone was true to the apex of existence. Reinhardt was a terror to behold, that was all that mattered, and all who occupied this space knew the indisputable truth of it. Oh, goody! As such, while the other two demigods regarded his hegemony in reverence, neither showed even the faintest hint of surprise, for they felt the all-encompassing charge of Reinhardt's legion, its army, wrought from the beast's very core, to have been inevitable as the first move to launch their cosmic-shattering conflict. Indeed, every fiber of his being was now called forth onto the field of battle. Rapture assaulted his soul. Oh, there he is! I was looking for Spine. There he is! Sorry, I got very distracted by the brilliance. Rapture assaulted his soul in ripples as he, for the first time in his life, felt the catharsis of having attained his long-coveted freedom. Unable to hold back, the Golden Beast is utterly and completely unconcerned with his mind, flesh, and immortal soul crumbling beneath such a crippling release of power.
Oh, 身が震える、魂が叫ぶ。これが歓喜か。これが恐怖か。私は今生きている。思考の点はここにあり。
Not a shred of his being doubted that this was his long-coveted deliverance from that accursed earthly bondage, even if it led his body and soul down a path of ruination. The first attack had annihilated a large part of the foreknown world's matrix. A feat of this magnitude should have been impossible from a physical perspective, even for Reinhardt. Gladsheim hosted several million Einriar, their morale and experience in battle peerless across the cosmos. Isak, who trembled in elation at the prospect of granting his father's wish, as well as the countless fangs awaiting in anticipation to exact their vengeance upon Mercury for shackling them with their accursed fates. Reinhardt had already become a certain form of microcosm by himself. He would have labeled his feat as the manifestation of his love, and condemned Mercury's lack of passion for having sustained serious damage. But this outcome could not have been explained solely by emotion.
全くもってどしがたい。我ながら呆れ果ててしまいそうだよ。
The beast was the living apoptosis of the throne. He evolved with each second spent in the presence of its master, embodying godly power. Otherwise, not even Reinhardt could have been able to hurt the serpent. For the legion of the foreknown world was too huge, containing all the mortal souls from the days of creation. The serpent did indeed once acknowledge that quality outweighed quantity, and worshipped the goddess as the most supreme existence in the world. However, the opposite was also true. if robust enough, quantity could overwhelm quality. Millions? Wonderful! That was indeed an Olympian number for one born as a man. However, in the presence of the maddened whole of Mercury, it hardly amounted to a speck of dust. Thus, the fact that Reinhardt still delivered a crippling blow to the foreknown world of the Serpent stood testament to his fate as a chosen destroyer of the old order. At the same time, it meant the greatest of his powers would only manifest as he clashed with this destined foe. He could not channel his godhood against the young man. The ephemeral moment, despite being lighter than Mercury by a margin, shrugged off Reinhardt's attack and instead moved in for a counter. Under normal circumstances, Reinhardt's power would have manifested equally against Mercury's air, yet in this moment of time he had ceased to regard the two as of the same kind, choosing to instead view them as two separate divinities. It was the manifestation of his gratitude and respect, a form of love towards the adversary who had shown him the path towards the very pinnacle of existence. His prideful warlust was immutable as the luster of gold. It would go against his sense of aesthetics to change his perception of the young boy to bolster his powers. If anything, such a notion would never even cross his mind. As such, his thoughtless unleashing of power left him completely open for a counterattack, for this was not a duel, but a battle royale where a single misstep could reshape the entire modality of the conflict. A clash of the three grand ambitions. The Executioner's blade severed the universe of strife, turning 5 companies of the beast's Einarjar to ash in an instant. Realizing his mistake, Reinhardt instantly shifted to defense, but it was all too late. For he was at odds with the universe of the ephemeral moment. Not even gold himself was a match for the speed of time itself. Yet in that moment, Reinhardt believed to be fatal. Okay. Would you like some fries with that? The stars of the foreknown world condensed, swelling into blazing orbs of divine conflagration, and exploded, tearing the very sky apart. Supernova. A searing wave of condensed annihilation swept across the cosmos in less than a fraction of a second, swallowing the two in scorching flames, tens of times more potent than those of the Crimson Knightess. It was now the ephemeral moment's turn to sustain a crippling wound. And Gold was not one to miss such an opening. His defense, not unlike his offense, excelled against the Serpent. Left comparatively unscathed by the explosion, he shifted his lance and launched a thrust of annihilation to return the favor. His lance pierced the cosmos, scorching even his own soul in its wake. He looks so fucking happy. The Serpent exhaled a gasp of admiration. Oh my god! The ephemeral moment, able to bend even the speed of light to his will, parried the deadly attack with a howl. Can I just take a moment to appreciate how absolutely batshit insane this looks? But by God, does it look utterly fantastic.
お前たちはどれだけ強くても生産性がかけらもないんだ。俺も人のことは言えないが、だからこそここで全てを生産したいと望んでいる。そんなざまで。
He pointed his blade of condemnation at Gold.
お前、何をなせるっていうつもりだ。無論。
Reinhardt returned the younger man's gaze, not wavering in the slightest.
全てを愛す。それのみ。
And with that, he shifted his legion to the offensive once again. Ah, how savagely bold and beautiful, and so foolish, so beyond saving. With each attack, Gold slipped deeper into the crevice of annihilation, but not only because his body couldn't withstand his own overwhelming prowess. It was far simpler than that. An absolute law dictating that the cancer cell could not outlive its host. In other words, Reinhardt was dying alongside Mercurius. Regardless of how their battle concluded, the beast was unlikely to survive. And he himself understood his fate better than anyone.
どうして
The goddess failed to comprehend what could have driven him to that extent, her chest nearly bursting from grievous pain. Why did he welcome destruction with such joy? There are as many forms to happiness as there are people. She understood that much, yet still she failed to understand the path walked by Gold. Would Shiro understand? Would he, who held the same nature, empathize with Gold's feelings? Or could this be, in truth, a colossally exaggerated manifestation of that childish passion that all men possessed? Ren said all those things to condemn him, but Marie could sense a certain tint of wistfulness and understanding in his tone. Would he be sad because the man reminded him of Shiro? Was he irritated because he saw a hint of himself in that being? Marie did not think that the law of apoptosis was all that constituted Reinhard and his philosophy. Ren, Reinhard, Cagliostro. Having cast aside the fear to be misunderstood, there was indeed no better word to describe them here, for they all burned like stars upon the night sky. Their way of being kindled an ember, nay, a blaze within her heart, a desire to embrace them. She couldn't deny feeling anger aimed at the two pillars who had orchestrated much of the misery that befell her loved ones. To say she was completely without resentment would have been a lie, and yet she could not find it in herself to hate them. Apparently she did not possess the emotion, and Ren was not a person to fight out of anger and hate either. After all, that was why she fell in love with him, and why she wished to embrace his future above all else, despite tearfully acknowledging that he would spend that future at the side of another woman. There was indeed a part of her that would rather sulk than help them build a future so ignorant of her affections, but happiness still scorched the majority of her being. Words alone would fail to express the sheer gratitude Marie felt towards the man who gave her a heart, who gifted her with feelings. In the end, that was what it came down to. Marguerite Brau's love expanded to all that she had received during the course of this opera. Or is it Bruil? Back. Good and evil, sorrow and joy, all that had come to pass constituted her current self. To those that were forced to dance to the winds of Cagliostro's script, this notion might have been the most infuriating thing in the world. But
だからこそ私は思うの。私が見ている。そばにいる。見捨てたりしない。お願い。抱きしめさせて。愛しいすべて。私は永遠に見守りたい。あなたのことも。
she slowly reached out towards the maelstrom of godhood raging in the center of the singularity. The Gold would destroy himself at the conclusion of this battle. An unavoidable fate for certain, yet Marie wondered if it was truly a fitting one.
なぜならあなたも。
He was like Ren, a mixed breed of sorts. Unlike Cagliostro and Marie, once his godhood crumbled, his mortal soul would still remain. Would it be unwise to embrace it like all the rest? She did not believe such an act to be one of betrayal. After all, Ren himself had said he had had his eyes on the future.
ねえ、そうでしょ。
Was the purest form of friendship truly that of mutual destruction?
そんな悲しいこと言わないで。
She extended her arms with that one wish in her heart.
愚問 K には分からぬ女の出る幕ではない
The haughty Gold brushed her hand off with firmness, yet not without the grace of one who knew how to treat a lady.
私の愛は破壊である故にそれしか知らぬしそれしかできぬそしてそれこそ我が波動なり
He had no need for a woman's sympathy. Normally, one would interpret such behavior as childish bravado, but in his case alone, it was the genuine manifestation of his will. There was not a shred of doubt in his words. Reinhard Heydrich had chosen his path with absolute conviction and pride.
土台戦争単体では成立せぬ概念よならばこそ敵を求めるゆえに部下を愛し率いて壊すのみ私の楽土は鉄風来下の三千世界だここにまみえた友らを抱こう砕け散るほどに愛させてくれなあカールよ刹那よこんなものでは終わらぬよなそうだろ
The golden radiance of the lance grew ever brighter as the beast allowed his innermost desires to take the form of an unrestrained howl.
共にこの宇宙で歌い上げよう大いなる祝福をフロエバイナハテン
しかり これほど心躍る宴はない。アクタエストファーブラ。
Oh boy! The supernova and the light of absolute destruction clashed, their godhoods melting into an explosion of mutual synergy, transcending to infinity. As such, the ephemeral moment left behind in this race of evolution found itself at a grave disadvantage. The interminable netherworld could not keep up with the struggling eternal recurrence and boundless destruction. And in this clash of the three grand ambitions, targeting the weakest one first was all but inevitable. Uh-oh. The two were in perfect synchronization, another manifestation of their relationship as they unleashed their godhoods to eradicate the cosmos of interminability. The stars of the foreknown world aligned into a grand cross that extended along the entire multiverse. A tsunami of gravitational pull that caused the blood of everyone in its vicinity to reach boiling point in the blink of an eye. Immortal man. No. Even a demigod would have exploded from the inside right then and there, to say nothing of the incessant artillery fire from Gladsheim's Panzer Grenadiers. Where's a Grenadier? God damn it. The overwhelming tyranny of violence forced Marie to divert her attention and start towards the young man. He fought to regain his old self, to allow the goddess to inherit the throne, yet still she couldn't stop herself. She struggled to reach Ren regardless of how much help she could actually provide the young man. Yet moments before she could, he gently pushed her away. A regular grand cross might have disturbed the waves on the surface of the earth, but this thing in the sky was a billion magnitudes larger in size. There was no way he could have been alright after being exposed to that. His entire body had been covered in lacerations, with bloody smoke emerging from the slits of his wounds. That's kind of his shtick, Marie. He would keep going on about how he was fine, but even Marie, despite being fundamentally different from mortals, could pick up on his lies. And she hated him for using unfair words like that. Almost as much as she loved him, he truly was an infuriating man to the core. What would he do if his bravado ended up making her change her mind? He made a faint smile. Marie comprehended the meaning of his abstruse words in an instant. And in that moment, the opportunity came as if it had been planned in advance. Oh! Yes! I know who's coming out! Annihilation, eradication, the end. The very steel that encompassed the highest destructive power in the cosmos now manifested on the stage. I remembered our promise, the wish he entrusted me with. As such, it was time for me to finally fulfill it. His all-ending fist crashed into my palm. Under normal circumstances, it would have shattered my very soul to pieces, but not this time. After all, he had entrusted his end to my ephemeral moment. And And of course, this wouldn't be the end of it.
シロ、お前もだ。帰ってこい。
A tremor of unprecedented magnitude ran across the whole of Gladsheim.
どうしたんだい？彼が呼んでる。行かないのか？
A rigorous clash of a multitude of individual worlds, akin to a cosmic tug of war, commenced within the microcosm of absolute destruction. During the split second that the hegemony of gold wavered, the stronger souls momentarily regained their consciousness.
いろいろと罰が悪いのもあるんだろうが、そこまで意固地にならなくてもいいだろう。僕も一緒に謝ってあげるから。さあほら、おいで。
Oh.
でもじゃない。まったく昔は可愛い子だったのに面倒な性格になっちゃったのね。それも私たちのせいなのかな。もういい加減素直になったら。これからはずっと一緒にいてあげるからね。
ああ、それは絶対約束する。
The hand of salvation she had dreamt of all her life had now descended before her, washing clean away all her sins and doubts. Tears came welling in her eyes. She felt like a child again.
そういうことです。ビッテンブルグ少佐、私は行かせていただきます。たとえ道をたがえてもあなたのことは忘れません。またいつかどこかで会えると信じています。
チークハイル、そうね、きっとまたいつか。
Is he doing what I think he's doing?
イザーク、あなたがそこを選ぶなら何も言わない。私に何かを言う権利も資格もないのだし、あなたはあなたの道を行きなさい。ただレアに言われたことを忘れないで。そして私も愛しているわ。
まあ今さら私が言ったところで何の役にも立たないでしょうが、テレジアの未来とその結末を見届けるためにもこちらに属すのは当然のことでしょうね。
You can't see it, but right now I am visibly shaking.
まあ正直あなたについては今でも私かなりムカついてるんですけどね。
同じく。だがそれもせんないことだよ。新世界に古い因縁をいつまでも引っ張り続けるわけにはいかない。
Bring them all in!
私は
But as the last one of the group slowly raised her hand,
だー、うるせえ。どいつもこいつもぐちぐちぐちぐち。これだからジジイとババアはまったくよ。
私はそんな年じゃないでしょ。
ちなみに僕もそうなんだが。
私はどんな感じ？
oh my god.
ダメでしょ。
ええ。さすがにそれは。
Oh my god, you're all being mean.
ちょっとカイ。
とにかく。
He cut the others short, but his characteristically laid-back smile never once left his lips. Almost as if to say he was proud to be a part of this. He no longer felt
か
foreknowledge.
すみもエリーもどいつもこいつもみんなまとめて面倒見てくれるっつうからついていこうや。でないと真っ先に言ったあのむっつりと俺らの大将がホモ祭り始めちまうぜ。
God damn it!
それは嫌です。
Oh my god!
だったら
In reality, their conversation took but a fraction of a millisecond.
一丁派手に最後の花火をあげようじゃねえか。
Yes! They all felt the ephemeral moment as their true beacon of light. It was Gold who ended up blasted away by the resulting explosion, but that was the least of his troubles. Oh my god, yes!
なんと
Guess who's on my side now, bitch? In that moment of contact, a whole group of Einarjar that constituted the very core of Gladsheim defected to the other side.
どうよ相棒。俺って相変わらずいい仕事するだろ
Damn right!
ああ、また随分とこのバカは予想以上にごっそり連れてきてくれたじゃないか。
Legion, the power to bind other souls under one's command. Reinhard used that very same method to build his army of Einarjar. Subjugation versus friendship, slavery versus cooperation. There might have been a difference in their approaches, but both of them could absorb and infuse the souls of others with artificial godhood.
そういう無茶こけるのも俺の特性らしくてな。正味自分でも笑っちまった話なんだが。
I'm so happy that my line of thought was correct.
喜べよ、レン。俺様、ちょっとした切り札だぜ。
No shit!
ええ、そりゃまた。
In a clash of hegemony against a chimney, the souls of the conquered territory would flow to the side of the victor, bolstering their strength even further. In truth, that was precisely the kind of power struggle that had already been going on within this space, yet this was the first time it manifested through such a significant realignment of power. The hegemony of Ren's craving was indeed tremendous, and it was certainly easier to mingle with souls that retained their consciousness, like Shiro and the rest. But that alone couldn't possibly have been enough to break the Gold's chains of subjugation. Shiro was right. They had a trump card of sorts.
さすがに覚えたばっかっつうか、自覚したばっかでよ。名前なんか決めてねえし、加減も全くできねえけど。ま、要は。
He raised his two pistols, pointing one at Gold and the other at Mercury. He aimed and pulled the trigger.
マジいらねえ。てめえらみたいな腐れが。
Yes! The two bullets launched with a deafening explosion, decimating the legions of the two, ravaging them to the core. It should not have been possible. Even Ren, whose very soul had now been connected with Shiro's, gaped in astonishment at that otherworldly feat. It was not like his bullets penetrated their defenses. In truth, as far as the raw power was concerned, they could hardly even compare to the godhoods of the two. Nonetheless, they pierced their targets. It was as if their defenses had unraveled by themselves the moment they came in contact. At first glance, the phenomena might have appeared much like the fists of Deus Ex Machina, yet their true nature couldn't have been more different.
面倒な男がいるものだ。好きにまあ贅沢を言っていられる時でもない。
It feels good to have you back, comrade.
これを最後の蘇りとして。俺は俺としての生を終わりたい。そのために。
ミハエル。
The Grand Cross that until moments ago had displayed a fearsome surge of power now shattered to a million pieces as another man, no less troublesome, and just as dangerous as my other friend, came to my side.
言うねえねくらちゃん。俺もお前みたいなのは苦手だしよ。せいぜい背中に気ぃつけて頑張れや。
そうし。それはこちらが言いたいセリフだ。
The words they exchanged were anything but amicable, yet mere moments later they plunged into the fray together. Their thinly veiled displeasure aside, the two moved in perfect sync, dashing to the opposite ends of the battlefield, extending Ren's dominion.
言っとくがレン、流れ弾には気ぃつけろよ。こいつはちょっと敵も味方もクソもねえんだ。それが神とかいうふざけたもんである限り、なんであろうとぶっ壊しちまう。いいや。
You got Godslayer bullets! Oh my god! His guns would launch the very causality of self-destruction. All godhoods that came in contact with Shiro's bullets would be instantly driven to suicide, regardless of their defenses or state of mind. And to their effect was most likely relative to Ren's own powers. Shiro couldn't possibly channel superior destruction to the legion he was a part of.
つまり、何事も俺次第っていうわけか。
そういうこと。
Ren's capacity had jumped another threshold as he escaped Mercury's dominion and entered the battle purely as himself. As he ceased being a mere puppet, there remained little difference in individual power between the three demigods on the battlefield. However, unlike the other two, he had no other souls under his command, which put him at a severe disadvantage, just barely overturned by the presence of Shiro and his powers. A decree that caused the self-ruination of all godhoods, provided they weren't of a higher rank than Ren's. Thus, the difference in the number of souls became meaningless. Against it, the thickness of the armor or sharpness of the blade mattered equally little. It nonetheless managed to penetrate Gladsheim and claim its souls for Ren. If misused, however, it could just easily lead to one's own destruction.
今のお前ならばできるだろう。手綱をしっかりと握っていろ。
After all, Ren would cast away his godhood following this battle. Oh! Agreed! The infinite vermilion hell of Padma assaulted the throne like a storm of flower petals, lighting a blaze of undulated ecstasy in Reinhardt's chest. After all, he encompassed the love of destruction. He would not differentiate between loyal subordinates and defected renegades.
いいぞ、もっと見せてくれ。グラズヘイムの空に走った亀裂すらもが麗しい。案ずるな、私は負けぬ。切り離されようとも範囲されようとも愛してやろう。未来永劫この至福の中で。
He felicitated the loyalty of his vassals while praising the actions of the rebels all at the same time. Those might have appeared like contradictory thoughts to hold, but to him they were in no way different. For a battle with a worthy adversary had been to him the sole means of salvation.
カーリオ、Kは全ての誓いを果たしてくれた。これほどの旋律、これほどの充足、かつて味わったことはなく。
Literally every part of my body is shaking with just how absolutely bonkers and maddeningly amazing the shit that I am witnessing right now.
そして無論
The same truth applied to him, who acted as the antithesis of gold.
二度と体験することもない。生涯一度。
ゆえ輝いている。
Brilliance so fiercely intense that a single caress could easily decapitate them.
なんたる愚昧か、なんたる甘美か。何故刃に触れる心地とはこれほど胸をしびれさせる。やみつきに止められぬ。すべてを忘れ投げ捨ててこの仰せに没頭したくなってしまうぞハイドリヒ。私もまた刹那に見せられたものならばよりまばゆい閃光を見せてくれよ。
The throne of Mercury trembled. It constituted the law binding the entire cosmos, and as such rewrote the world in the fashion of its master. This man, however, possessed a craving thus far unprecedented amongst all sentient beings. Eternal recurrence. A circle that tied together the beginning and the end. A law that ignored the rules of time, turning ends into beginnings. Ever clinging to life, yet yearning for the embrace of death more than anyone. A being that embodied the very concept of antimony, yet was governed by ironclad logic.
踊れ、あまねく万象、女神を主演とした舞台装置。我が脚本に舞う演者なり。さあ、今宵のグランギニョルを始めよう。
In other words, he had complete control of the movements, the rotations and revolutions of planetary bodies. He would make the stars align to his will, prophesying absolute and unbending futures. The universe as a whole obeyed his script, and to a being who could realign the cosmos at will, even a concept like time meant painfully little. By rearranging the Milky Way, he could make it so that something never even existed to begin with. He weaved his aria like a spell, comprised of alien words from an ancient tongue. Its syllables made the throne of the universe tremble. No one could have known that this was once the decree of Mercury's precursor. Whoa, okay. Flashing! Time paradox of elementary particles. It was the very embodiment of a power that could annihilate the contradiction of multiple cosmos occupying a single space. In short, it was a universe-scale suppressor of contradictory phenomena, and as such could exhibit an unrivaled effect against his cancerous apoptosis. However,
どれだといや違うな
that's hurt my eyes.
そも誰よりも踊りたがっているのは K であろうに
The two pillars returned his words with dignity, as the very cosmos around them melted like a sugar cube in the summer heat. For it was the serpent who had been the most contradictory of them all. It was he who should have suffered the most from the earlier attack. And thus there was but one reason for him to unveil it.
お前の渇望
ただ己も舞台に上がりたかった
He had grown weary of it all. He'd resigned to his fate. He started his existence from a pit of bottomless despair, wishing only for death to claim him. But that was not good enough. He could not find it in himself to acknowledge such a miserable end. His death had to mark something significant, like the advent of the goddess. He wished to die in her embrace up on the stage. He wished to be a jester, dancing in the limelight of his prey, even if its conclusion was the most trite and wearisome finale imaginable.
違うかなカール
The trembling serpent nodded, his lips curling into a smile.
あるいはその通りやもしれんだったら
K もまた演者たれ我が愛にかけて後悔はさせん
The words urging the serpent to accept his own demise rang like a joyous blessing in his ears. I'm sorry, I can't help it. This is fucking killing me. I love it. Love, jubilation, bloodlust. They collided and were swept backwards again, and the three pillars had all mustered the final reserves of their power. The next clash would most likely prove to be their last. Each of them knew this well, yet their expressions, even amidst that raging torrent of divinity, remained utterly tranquil.
ここらがしようかやれいついかなる時も充実した刹那というものはすぐに過ぎ去るそれは私でさえどうにもできぬマルグリットに出会ったあの日も時が止まればよいと思ったよ
ならばこそその願いここに結実させたのだろう K はもっと純な男かと思っていたがどうしてなかなか祈りが定型を帯びぬたちのようだな全くもってあれこれと一つの渇望からよくもそれだけ多彩な枝が生まれるものよ
悪いかね
Maybe. Reinhardt shook his head. He was not one to deny others, and certainly not his sworn friend.
いやそれもまた K らしい輪郭は常に愛故に壊れがたくすり減る伊達に長命ではないわ
はあ気の遠くなるほど歩いてきたその果てのこれが果たして私の望んだ終わりへ至るかわからぬが断言できることはただ一つ私が果てればお前たちもまた色を失う今のままでは存在できんなあ最後に聞こうそれで構わぬと本当に思っているのか
Considering all that's fucking happening right now?
無論言ったところでお前にはわからないだろう
Anger, resignation, and a tinge of sorrow lingered in the young man's tone. The serpent, the master of the throne, was the only pure blood of the three. As he possessed no human self to speak of, retaining it through the loss of his godhood couldn't have been a concept more alien to him.
俺は神様になんかなれない そんな器じゃないし、こんな力はいらない。恵んでもらった力振るって、それにすがってなきゃ生きていけない情けない男にはなりたくなんかないんだよ。
It was something that a transcendent pureblood could never understand. The serpent himself had long since forgotten the beginning of his eternal travels through recurrence. Ren understood that words would do little to help, yet he couldn't help saying it. For the sake of everything that led him here, to this present moment, as well as the future he would build.
たとえその果てに自分が自分で亡くなっても、それは死じゃない。負けじゃないんだ。
やはり K にはわからん。
After a moment of silence that felt like an eternity, the serpent shook his head.
いい。信玄として胸に刻もう。彼女はお前のそういうところを愛したのだろうし。
The goddess was yet another pureblood. Her circumstances might have been different, but he felt nothing but respect and love for the one woman he bent his knee to. As such, the philosophy of the man she loved must have been just as genuine. Even as he acknowledged that fact, he still felt a hint of irony fill his heart. Why did he think that the young man would be worthy of the goddess's love? Where did his conviction stem from? As the hapless prisoner of an eternally unfruitful love, how could he possibly know? Had she found the man not to her liking and cast him aside? Their play would have been dispersed into nothingness like bubbles in sea foam, falling apart like the laughable farce it was. It was true that the soul he had used for the boy's core was fit to command instruments of execution. But what of it? That could not have been all. Why did he feel such an unwavering conviction that everything would work out? He infused the boy with his blood to guide him to the degree of Atsiluth, but could it be that he hoped it would help him in his quest for love? The very thought of it felt comical enough to make him laugh. It seemed almost as if he genuinely thought himself worthy of the goddess.
アイドリヒ、お前はどうな。
If he ever felt an emotion akin to bashfulness, it was now. As such, he tried to dispel the thought by changing the subject to his friend. Did his sworn friend wish to escape his shadow as well?
私はさっきも言った通り、ケイトの名役に準じるのみ。
Reinhardt answered with the ever taintless pride and conviction of the Golden Monarch.
真実の私、かつての私。なるほど。彼の言う通り、そうしたものを追う気持ちはある。だがそれよりも鮮烈なのは、我が魂が求める黄金律。土台先生。 私のみでは成立せぬからここまで来たのだ。ならば引かぬよ。果てまで見せろ。このラインハルト・ハイドリヒの友であるから。
His real self was of secondary importance. But his entire soul would focus only on the singular urge that currently drove him.
めでるためにまずは壊す。言うか。兵を壊さずにはおれんというわけ。
A decision perhaps influenced by his role as the apoptosis. In the beast's words carried the majestic radiance of a man none would dare call a puppet.
端的には友情だよ。付き合ってやろうというのだ。そう。誘ったのは K であろう。今さら私をしらけさせる。
Could it be that Gold had long since escaped the serpent's spell? That was indeed possible, or rather, the serpent himself wished it to be, as so as a turmoil of emotions waged war within his entire being. For if it were so, theirs would have been a friendship left untainted. A relationship not between apoptosis and host, but two men sharing a bond. The resolve of the ephemeral moment, the love of the goddess, He had no choice but to reaffirm the value of the sparks that refused to remain shackled by his law.
そう
He condensed the remaining stars of the foreknown world.
ではこれを最後に歌劇を締めよう輝ける新世界の到来を願って
In the climax of this battle, the goddess pondered.
ねえカリオストロ、先ほどあなたが感じた思いは麺に自分の血を混ぜることで私を変えられると信じたこと。
She craved to touch and embrace people. Thus, the one who would change her had to belong to the same race. But Marie, being the embodiment of a blade of execution, could not touch any mortal.
面倒な女でごめんね。
He was forced to find a soul that, despite attaining godhood through the infusion of the serpent's blood, would cast the throne of the universe aside, striving to remain human against all odds. Like Ren, who would stress that his craving was not worthy of dominion, despite unleashing his Atsilu.
そんな奇跡のような魂は他にあなたくらいしかいないから。
For a pureblood like the serpent, losing his godhood meant nothing but death. Yet that was precisely what he had been wishing for. He did not even realize that he possessed such a rare and miraculous soul. And through that, he would attain his true self. He might have been aiming for a different redirection from Ren, yet the two were ultimately very much alike.
だから全てを仕組んだんでしょ。
Her words of gratitude carried a hint of exasperation mixed with indignation. The serpent would do well not to get the wrong idea. She was still very much angry with him, and in the end it was Ren, not him, who changed her. Although she did feel somewhat like a mother trying to lecture a disobedient child, no matter what she did, he would find pleasure in it.
その願い叶えたい。うん。絶対叶えてみせる。あなたの友達も全部終わった後なら聞く耳持ってくれるかな。
And with that, the opera entered its final phase. Its name.
EST.
ACTA est FABULA, the end of the play. Also, Sprach Zarathustra, the tale of the new world. The hegemony of the goddess emanated into the cosmos, equally enveloping the three grand pillars of divine might. Her compassionate prayer like a soothing blanket across all creation. Damn!
Amantes. Amentes.
Oh. That's what that... Oh my god, that's what that title means.
Vincito. Amor.
May all your wishes find fruition in bliss. Not all forms of affection manifested as pure and innocent, but that was why Marguerite Briel believed them to be worth treasuring, as flickers of light illuminating the whole of the cosmos. She would embrace every craving without question, without hesitation, as the manifestation of a law only she could enact. In the end, Marie embraced all three participants of the final battle. Each of them harbored their very own form of love. Though some of their desires were ones of utter and thorough madness, they were nonetheless champions without question, able to conquer the very universe, bending it to their will. While I...
ああこれで終わりか
was faced with the complete erasure of my existence.
覚悟はしていたことだけどやっぱり気持ちのいいものじゃないよな
Sure, I was both scared and unnerved. I mean, I was your average run-of-the-mill guy, so I didn't exactly possess the steel nerves to remain calm in a situation like this. Nor did I wish to. But I had no regrets. If I began doubting myself, I probably wouldn't have pulled through that final battle to begin with. All I felt now was gratitude. I wish to put it into words.
ありがとうシロミハエルそして他の奴らも ここでひとまずお別れだ。いずれまた新世界で会おう。
I believed in such a future. If it could be called so in this space beyond time, a world in the goddess's embrace awaited us. There was nothing to worry about.
アリ。
Thank you. Bye. I would continue living as a man, leaving my memories with her in this place. Hopefully, she would watch over us in our next lives.
君の波動に恥じないよう、必ず幸せになってみせると約束するよ。
And as I uttered those words, I thought I caught a glimpse of something. Perhaps my own future. It hardly warranted much surprise. So my reality existed in that age. It'd take quite a while for us to have our reunion, but I wasn't complaining. This was the true catharsis of my being. I would reclaim the life I was once robbed of and make it count this time. That would be the only way to meet her on common ground. Till then, I'd be looking forward to that test of hers. I wasn't sure if she could hear my voice, but as a gesture of apology, I decided to tell her something that she would no doubt be very cautious about.
どっちが強いの、勝ったの、負けたの、そんなことばっかり気にして男の子ってバカみたい。よくそう言ってたけどさ。実は先輩もそういうの気になる口だろ。四郎の時も聞いてきたもんな。
I remembered it well. She was, after all, quite the volatile type, so she couldn't help obsessing over victories and defeats herself. He'd probably told me that thing earlier partly as a mantra to contain herself. But in the end, curiosity was not something we mortals could fight.
俺とラインハルトとメルクリウスのぶっちゃけ誰が一番強くて勝ったのかって言われれば。
My answer remained the same. A clear and straightforward declaration I considered the one and only truth of the universe.
俺に決まってんでしょ。主人公っすよ。
And the time had come for me to receive the ending I wished for. I made a smile, beaming with pride. One belonging to the victor.
ま、よければ連中の負け惜しみでも聞いてやってくださいよ。
I could finally return to my true self. Jeez. The first thing to assail me as I came to was an inexplicable headache. We're back over here again. What was going on? My head hurt and felt awfully heavy. Almost as if a small army of pixies were having their New Year's bell-ringing celebration inside my skull. Which is all fine and good, but at this rate my head would likely explode. If they could tone it down just a little bit, that'd be great. What is with you and having drinking parties on your birthday? Stop that! But a little pest just couldn't hold back. I must have had some really persistent pixies inhabiting my head. I really wish they could just take their party to someone else's skull.
ここはお寺じゃない。
It was a church for the love of Christ, and we still had a few days to go until New Year's Eve. Jesus, enough already, you're gonna kill me! Seriously, cut it out, I don't think I'll be able to take this for much longer. It would appear to be playing out the same way that it did last time. Letting out a wail that would put a ghost from some cheap horror movie to shame, I changed the angle of my head on the pillow. Too bad did nothing to alleviate the pain. How persistent could they get? Blasted pixies, what had I done to deserve this? Bam, tram, dam, kaboom, womb, screech. I fucking love that. The weird sounds at the end reflected my current state of mind. In other words...
いい加減やめないと焼き鳥にしちゃうよ。
I leapt out of my bed with a scream. Girl about to throw up. I felt inexplicable dizzy and was this close to puking. Countless bottles of wine, champagne, sake, brandy, whiskey, and beer lay at my feet. Yeah, so much for pixies. God, what was this? What was I doing here? I didn't even want to consider the situation from a neutral perspective. I said I didn't. Oh my god.
ダメよ。
I still don't get that.
100円玉じゃ倒せない。
I'm gonna let this play. It's playing out the same way, but I'm imagining that immediately there's going to be a bit of a difference.
打って。そこ。もっと。そう。やっぱり10年早いわね。
Before my eyes, or rather below them, laid a battlefield littered with corpses. I paused to think for a while, then proceeded to fill the nearby teapot with Tabasco sauce and hot water, then gave the concoction a good mix. When it became a nice blend of crimson, I stopped and proceeded to unveil the secret technique I lovingly dubbed the Gardener of God. Oh, you monster. I know we've already done this, but oh, you goddamn monster. Any wilted flower would jump right back to their feet after tasting a single drop of this magic water.
花咲じいさん。
I chanted the spell and proceeded to resurrect the corpses. Nice! Everyone had their very unique screams. Sakurai probably struck the highest note. It sounded really cute too, and totally not something you'd expect from someone like her.
ちょっといきなり何するんですか。私せっかくこれから特大七面鳥にチャレンジするところだったのに。おはす先輩。はい、おはよう。
One of the corpses still seemed to be rolling on the floor in pain, but nobody cared about that one, so he moved on.
どうでもよくねえよ。
私何も言ってないけど。
目でわかんだよ。なんで俺だけ顔面ピンポイントで攻めんだあんたは。
さあ、なんでだろう。君の顔見てたらわけもなくイラッときたから。
Shiro, I know what's going to happen. Foreknowledge kicking in. Run! For the love of God, run!
チンピラかよ、この人。
あんた、何かやったんじゃない？
Ellie, shut up!
してねえし、されてんの俺だし。
先輩、私の髪がなんだかギドギドしてアグレッシブな刺激臭を発してます。
うわ、タバスコ臭っ。二人にはシャレっ気がないから私からのプレゼント。
God, you're mean.
いらんわ。っていうかさ、みんな潰れてたみたいだし、起こすのはいいけど手加減してよ。頭痛いんだから、ほんと。早起きは三問の徳。
意味が全くわかりません。
Just accept it for what it is, Kay. Just accept it.
多分ね、自分が一番最初に起きたから、他の奴らはさらに悪い寝覚めを経験するべきだと言ってるんだよ。
You're not wrong, Kazumi. You're not wrong.
ただの根性悪いやつじゃないの。
Incredibly so.
そうだ。あんたはその胸と同じくらい情が薄い。
And my God, Shiro.
じゃあ、ユサ君の大事なところを3倍くらいのサイズにしてあげようと思う。
Dude, run!
って、いや、そんなヤバいもん持ってにじり寄ってくんな先輩。
本庄さん、抑えなさい。
Wait, isn't Shiro technically stronger than you guys? How?
ウィス。あと、そこの怪力コンビも。
Don't call them gorillas.
ねえユサ君、本当に何か恨み買ってるんじゃないの？
And you're just gonna brush that off? She called you a gorilla.
そう。でも白だからな。早く。あ、はい。
Oh my God.
おーい、なんだお前ら、集団知女か？
I feel bad for you, dude.
暴れんのバカ。桜井ちゃん、ほら早くチャック下ろして。
Ellie, stop!
ほうあからめてんじゃねえ。
いや、私も実にドキドキするよ。
Rhea, stop!
なんというかね、ユサ君。君はどこかで一回くらい徹底的にいたぶられるべきだと私は思うの。
Oh, why?
そうしないとバランスが取れないようないろんな方面の流因が下がらないような。
Okay, just gonna correct my previous comment. To be fair, he is surrounded, so... Yeah, there's probably no way he could overpower all of them, especially considering they're all still recovering from a drunken state.
まあとにかくそんなわけで私は君の股間に花咲かじいさんする。
何がそんなわけでなんだよ。わけわかんねえ。電波飛ばしすぎだっつうの。母性とチャネリングするのやめてくれよ。花咲かじいさんとかふざけんなよ。むしろ使い物になんなくなるだろ。枯れ木になるわボケ。
Seriously, that rapid talk is just it fucking kills me.
いやでもこれって結構夢のシチュエーションなんじゃないの？
It's a goddamn nightmare!
美少女4人に囲まれてね。
どこに美少女がいるんだ。死ね。
隊長、桜井ちゃんがチャックに触れられずプルプルしてます。
Oh my god, poor Sakurai.
乗り越えなさい。それを乗り越えて女は一つ強くなる。
Fucking run!
はい。
何を使命に目覚めたみてえなシリアス声でうなずいてんだこら。だいたいそもそもお前らな。
うるさいな。もういいから始める。
I feel bad for you, dude. I didn't understand it myself, but for some reason I just felt like just picking on Yusa today. I felt like it would be unfair to someone unless I use this chance. I mean, otherwise it would be too...
女4人もいるなら女同士で遊んでろよ。わざわざ男1人の俺を呼びつけんな。居心地悪すぎんだろうが。
Ah, there we go.
あれ？どうったの先輩？なんか固まっちゃってるけど。
具合悪くなったんですか？
いや、なんだ？俺の方ものこのこ来といて文句言えた義理じゃねえよな。
ちょっとしろ。
本当に何も後ろ暗いことはないんでしょうね。
And they immediately go to that.
今なら多めに見てやらんこともないよ。
ってちげえよ。マジ何も知らねえし。
そんなこと言ってもあんたね。
Hey!
さすがにちょっと信用できないかも。
Well, this is Shiro we're talking, but...
もうほれ、ゲロっちゃいなよ。
Run!
だから
ごめん。なんでもない。
本当に？
うん。もういいから。ユサ
And
君
then
を
run
話
the
してあげ
fuck
て。
away, dude.
なんだよ。このいかにも俺が悪いみたいな雰囲気を。
I don't know, dude. I really don't. I don't care if I'm reliving through this already. I'm just gonna keep letting it play because something different's gotta change.
だからごめん。気にしないで。本当になんでもないから。
Yes, it was nothing. There's nothing strange about this. I myself had no idea what that strange vision meant.
朝からバタバタさせて悪かったね。私片付けするから交代でシャワーでも浴びてきたら汚しちゃったし。
Don't let it get in your eyes.
はあ、それはどうもお気遣いいただいて。
That shit burns.
いや、いいよレアさん。散らかしたのはみんなでなんだし。
クリスマスパーティーとか初めてだったからちょっと浮かれすぎました。私も片付け手伝います。
それに先輩、確か今日は誕生日だろ。
うん。まあ、そう。
Oops. Yesterday was both Christmas Eve and the start of the winter break, so we ended up celebrating both those and my birthday by partying and drinking ourselves unconscious. I could remember that. I swear I could. However, Kasumi, my second cousin who was a year younger than me, her childhood friend Yusa, Honjo, whose family owned a large hospital in town, and Sakurai, my friend with the brother complex. Counting me, that was 5 people in total. We had been on good terms from a while back and usually hung out together. In short, this was in no way different from what we usually did. There was nothing strange about it, yet something felt off for some reason, as if someone was missing.
ほら、だから片付けはパーッと私たちがやっちゃうから、レアさんは先に準備しててよ。すぐ行くから。そういや、ひいおばあさん？
リーサ。
命日でもあるんだっけ？そう、私にとっても同じだからさ。一緒にお墓参りしに行くの。
ふーん。だったら俺も付き合うぜ。いいだろ、別に。
よければ私もいいかしら。
いいの？なんかこう言っちゃ悪いけど、あんま関係なくない？そりゃ私としては大勢来てくれた方がひいおばあちゃんも喜ぶだろうと思うけど。
ま、なんかな、そんな気分なんだよ。
私もうまく言えないけど。
エリーは？先輩がいいって言うなら私も行きたいけどね。だってどうするレアさん。
I had no reason to refuse.
いいよ。
I gave them a brief answer before proceeding to get ready. It wasn't really much of a problem how many people wanted to visit her grave. After all, she slept right there behind the church. It didn't take me more than an hour to take a shower and buy some flowers from a nearby florist. Those were all ready by the time I came back. Today was December 25th, both my birthday and the day she passed away. It was all really strange, to tell the truth. For some reason, both Kasumi and I felt an odd kind of longing in regards to our great-grandma, despite never actually having met her. I wonder what kind of woman she was, how she looked, what her voice sounded like, how she lived her life. We had no pictures of her, yet my grandfather also passed away in his 20s. My parents were still alive, but they moved out to live overseas 5 years ago, so I missed my chance to learn about my great-grandmother. And Kasumi seemed to be in a similar situation. Perhaps he felt strangely attached to her because she was the closest living blood relative to us besides ourselves. All we knew about her was her name and the years she lived through. It was truly the extent of my knowledge, and yet... Happy image.
おはよう、リサ。いい天気だね。
I couldn't help addressing her like a friend. Lisa Brenner, 1915 to 1945. That was all I knew about my great-grandmother. But I'd feel this odd sensation whenever I came here, as if memories I shouldn't possess would flash and disappear in the back of my mind. Her voice, her face, her warmth, my heart told me I knew them as if chanting a prayer. What did that all mean? Was there something wrong with my head? Yet despite the odd nature of it, I never felt like discarding this feeling. Even if that was but a delusion to escape loneliness, Lisa lived inside me, and that was enough to make it real for me.
おばあちゃん、どうか次のテストで英語の神が降りるようにお願いしま
Not happening, Kasumi.
す。いやー、かすみちゃん、神社じゃないんだから。
つうか、英語の神は英語でしか喋んねえだろ。
Maybe? Indeed. Besides, Lisa was German. Well, everyone had their own ways of commemorating the dead.
じゃあ年末ジャンボが当たるようにお願いします。なんかますます宗教じみてきたね。
そりゃある意味宗教ではあるんだろうけど。じゃあばあさんさ、俺欲しいバイクがあるんだけど、どっかその辺に落ちてねえかな。
ちょっとうちのおばあちゃんに無駄な労力使わせようとしないでよね。
突っ込むのはそこかよ。
ああ、だったら私は新型のグラボが欲しいですのよ。そうだ、サンタよ。リアルサンタ絶対知ってるでしょ、おばあちゃん。
あのね、あなたたち、いい加減にしなさいよ。不謹慎でしょ。
Just a little bit. No, it's alright. I mean, she is laughing out there. I too had a wish of my own.
リザ、実は私もうすぐ卒業なんだけど、困ったことに進学も就職もできそうにないの。ちょっと人生がピンチ。
あなたまでそんないい加減な。
だからねえ、どうしたらいいと思う？
Each of my days was spent in peace and happiness. I felt myself surrounded by the warmth of others, and yet I felt as if there was something, or rather, someone missing from it. And the void created by their absence was so huge it made even my happiness feel lonely. Was it just my delusion? A groundless fantasy? But whatever it was, that void alone was undeniably real.
結婚するしかないんじゃね？
そうだね。それ以外になさそう。
I yearned to meet the man of my dreams. Even if that was but a delusion to escape loneliness, he lived inside me, and that was enough to make him real for me.
私のお婿さんを探して、リサ。
I uttered those words like a prayer.
風が
Our flower petals took to the wind, their dance reminding me of a sight I once witnessed in a paradise. December 25th, 1939, Berlin, Germany. 12:27 a.m. Back to him! By the time I came to my senses, the night had already marched past midnight, and so I lifted my gaze from the book in my hands. The same year that may end up being remembered by future generations as a period of incessant turmoil steadily edged toward its closing days. With it, the new year was preparing for its graceful entry, promising thrice the turmoil, albeit chaos would have been far more fitting a name for what was surely to come, truth be told. 4 months had come and gone since the invasion of Poland, 4 months since the United Kingdoms and France issued a declaration of war against Germany. Although it would allegedly prove to be the retaliation to humiliation and poverty, we, the young generation, suffered in the aftermath of the previous war. The thought of another grand-scale conflict breaking out nonetheless filled my heart with gloom. And all those elderly veterans that fought on the front lines and experienced the bitter taste of defeat firsthand would no doubt feel it tenfold. So why did we plunge headfirst into a new war? I realized the importance of possessing land, resources, and food. I truly did. You'd find plenty who hungered for honor and glory, and even more who wished for victory to wash our nation's reputation clean of the taint of defeat. Should the events from 2 decades ago be recorded in history as the only world war fought by men, Germany and its people would forever be remembered as a nation of the defeated. Either way, this was a choice very much made with the future in mind. And to that end, the present was now being sacrificed. I realized this might have been the hollow, infantile grumbling of one who'd seen precious little of life, yet it did not change the fact that the whole thing was messing up my life. My comfortable equilibrium of the here and now was being torn to shreds. Stop it, leave it be. I know how selfish and arrogant that they may have sounded, yet it was how I truly felt. In fact, it would have made me particularly sad to miss the next installment of the serialized book I was just reading. I didn't care for the circumstance of the author of the world. I just wanted to know how the story ended. Even I was amazed by how foolish this train of thought was. I heard the sound of approaching footsteps from behind. What's this now? I had a terrible feeling about this, or so my gut told me. And to my misfortune, those hunches of mine rarely ever missed the mark. I knew I should have retreated to my own chambers for reading. Sitting in the middle of a bench in a hall as large as this left me with nowhere to hide. I knew this person did not come here to meet me in particular, yet I couldn't help but feel a tingle of unease trailing up the back of my neck. Though I was not sure who it could be, simply ignoring their presence might have been the best route to take here.
失礼。
Reinhard. And so, even when the man stepped right next to where I sat and uttered those brief words, I hung my head and refused to look up and meet his eyes. The man went on.
ジーバス局長はおられるか?
A low yet refined voice, even without looking him in the eye. I could tell that it belonged to a man of considerable power. His soothing tone was contrasted by an echo of confidence, as well as a definite coldness lurking behind it. He was a soldier, and although at present I could say the same thing about myself, a lowly grunt like me paled in comparison to a high-ranking official. In other words, he was not the type of man I would have wished to ever associate with.
聞こえなかったかな? 局長殿は?
ああ、いや、悪いけど今はいないよ。
I crudely waved my arm as I gave him an answer. Frankly, I wanted him to be gone as soon as possible. If he ended up introducing himself, decorum would force me to politely oblige him. And that would have needlessly complicated things. In fact, it would have been better for everyone if I never heard his name. Let him think of me as some boorish whelp who knew not how to speak in front of the commanding officer. That'd have made things easier. At any rate, it wasn't like he'd shoot me dead on the spot.
そっか。まあ連絡もしていなかったので仕方ないことではあるな。
そうね。お帰りならあっちだよ。
I lifted a thumb to point to the back of the hall without turning to face him.
うちの局長、最近は医者連中とべったりみたいで、なんだっけ、頭蓋骨を測定してうんちゃらとか。
プラトメートル。アーリア人種の測定装置かね。
そうそう。それでストラスブルクの研究員方と会食中って言っても、さすがにもう飯食ってる時間じゃないだろうけど。局長に用があるならそっち行った方が早いよ。
And that's the end of our conversation, so goodbye. I meant to drive him away with that masked implication, but the man oddly enough refused to move an inch. On the contrary, I could practically feel his gaze piercing my skin, fixating in on me from above. I was starting to feel sick.
あのさ。
うん。局長殿のことはもういい。おらぬなら K に聞こう。顔
I was really starting to hate that big mouth of mine. Okay, again, so far everything seems to be playing out relatively the same as the first ending.
あげたまえ。
Unable to deny his pressing tone, I reluctantly raised my head to look him in the eye.
No.
I was taken aback. I figured he wouldn't be an ordinary soldier, but his looks alone were enough to leave anyone speechless. This may have sounded odd coming from another man, but I'd never seen anyone so handsome before. He must have been roughly a decade my senior, yet displayed an uncanny balance of youth and mature dignity. Someone with my childlike complexion, an attribute both myself and my peers could attest to, could spend 30 years trying in vain to reach his level.
どうしたね？
いや。
In any event, just maintaining eye contact with him was wearing me down. I wasn't exactly doing all this out of the kindness of my heart, but if he had a question, I'd give him his answer. After that, he'd better be on his way.
なんでも。で？
ああ。カール・クラフトを知っているかね？
カール・クラフト？
His question came so out of the blue that I could do nothing but repeat the name he had uttered. Carl Kraft. If I wasn't mistaken, he was...
近頃、宣伝省に召し抱えられた男でね。ありていに言うと、詐欺師だ。彼の職務は予言というものであり、国家にとって聞こえのいい未来を創作して糧を得る。立場的には同情するが、やっていることは詐欺だろ
う。それが？
おかしいと思わんかね？
I couldn't quite follow his train of thought. Noticing my distress, he flashed a faint, bitter smile.
わからんのならそれでいい。今のは、九段の詐欺師と面識がなければ、答えられぬ問いだからな。K の今夜、ここの局員で、教会から何かを受け取りに行った者はおらんかね？
教会？
Being at a loss for words, I once again parroted back his. I may have looked a complete fool now, but considering that I genuinely had no idea what he was talking about, there wasn't much I could do about it.
遺産管理局、ドイチェス・アーネン・エルベ。Kらの職務は、そうしたものの収集だろ？私の言ったことに心当たりがあるなら、答えてほしいと思うのだが。守秘義務かね？では仕方ないが。
いや、本当に知らないよ。
At the very least, no such matter had ever reached my ears. That much I could say with certainty.
でも、なんでそんなことを？
さあ、なぜかな？私にもわからんよ。ただ、そんな気がしただけだ。
The man shrugged, an air of self-derision lingering about him as the words left his lips. Yet his tone was pregnant not with light-hearted jest, but palpable sincerity.
変な人だな、あんた。
ああ、どうもおかしいのだよ。たまにな、このような気分に陥る。と言っても、ここ一月ほどの話だが。見てはおらぬ、聞いてもおらぬ。事実そのようなことはないというのに、ふと思うのだよ。そんなことがあったはずだと。あるいは、こんな男ではなかったはずだと。K はこれに共感してくれるだろうか。
I couldn't quite find it in myself to say yes. I mean, judging by his description, this must have been the effect of some severe personal delusion of his. Frankly, I was this close to telling him just to go see a doctor. The man shook his head, no doubt having sensed my feelings.
私は正気だよ。そう思っている。いや、そう思いたいがゆえのあがきかな。我ながら、めめしい限りではあるが。
じゃあ、
What was I going to tell him? He was exactly the sort of man I wanted nothing to do with. In fact, even now I still desperately wish to avoid any and all unnecessary communication with him. And yet, something in me drove me to action. A sense of duty, if you will. A feeling that this was something I and I alone could do. There he stood, still strikingly handsome, his locks golden. I looked him in the eye.
あんたは正気だよ。
And uttered those words, curtly and with emphasis.
俺たちは現実に生きている。いいこともあれば悪いこともあるし、満たされない夢を抱えて飢えてもいるさ。
The transience of the here and now, that fleeting moment I so adored. I would long to make its miracle eternal. A childish notion, true, but one I could not discard. Rather, knowing it was a dream never to be fulfilled, my thirst for it refused to ever fade. And so we lived, ever discontent, haunted by doubts, frail on our feet.
だけど、それが人間だろ？
I was content to be such a man.
俺たちは永遠になれない刹那だ。どれだけ憧れて求めても、幻想にはなれないんだよ。
In other words,
生に真摯であることは、ああ、確かに K の言う通り。空いていればいい、飢えていればよいのだ。生きる場所の何を飲み、何を食らおうと足りぬ。だが、それでよし。そう思えぬ生物は、その時点で自戒するしかない。
そんな生物は、生まれてきたことが過ちなんだ。
we looked each other in the eye, uttering those words without really comprehending who they were aimed at, almost as if to reproach ourselves. Claiming that things were fine this way, that this was how it ought to be. And so my next question followed naturally.
あんたの名前は？
ハイドリヒ。ラインハルト・ハイドリヒだ。
I'd be lying if I said the name didn't surprise me. The man I'd suddenly gone all friendly with was none other than the revered golden beast in the flesh. Would have been small wonder to see him have my head right this instant.
私はそう大した男ではないよ。
Yet he continued on with a smile, insisting, sincerely, not out of mere humbleness, that he was no beast, but a man.
与えられた地位をなくせば、それこそ知性の一角と変わらんだろう。その程度なのだ。いや、そうでなくてはならない。殴れば倒れ、撃たれれば死ぬ。人はそうであるべきだ。いずれ訪れる死の時まで生き、そして朽ちればいい。ああ、誰かに言ってもらいたかったのだよ。感謝しよう。幻想にはなれぬか。なるほどな。
He then turned around and began to make his exit. and so we ended our chance encounter. Whatever fate may have had in store for us, I knew we would never meet again.
すべてのたれ死ぬ。ならば私も、各のたれ死ねばいい。ありふれた人間、職務を全うして滅びる一人の軍人で構わない。
I closed my book as if to answer that thought. The story had come to an end, and I had to return to reality. No matter what color the world turned, this was where I was born, and where I should and would live. A man must never once forget that, should we do so, we will be haunted by our dreams forever, longing after eternity.
ではさらばだ。名を聞いておこうか。
ライヒハート。
Though I wasn't too fond of the name itself, uttering it was my way of accepting reality.
ロートス・ライヒハート。あんたと同じさ。首切り人だよ。落ちこぼれだけどね。
ああ。
Naturally, Reinhard was aware of what that name signified. As it turned out, my family produced quite a number of famed executioners in the past, so to someone like Reinhard, I must have felt like a distant relative.
道理で。だが東大一と言われるヨハンより K の方が適任に見えるがな。ロートス。何もかも忘れ、一つのことしかできなくなる麻薬だ。オデュッセウスが現れなければ同じところを回り続ける。
だから俺がオデュッセウスになるんだよ。
I would break free from that cycle. Like the runaway son who leaves his past home to find a new cycle to fit into, one defined by his own terms. I realize the sheer contradiction of that theory, but in the end I think it fit me just fine, all things considered. I was no hero. I'd be the first to admit that. Yet,
枠を超えて俺にできることがあるかもしれない。あるいはできたことかな。それを眺めて生きていくよ。さよなら、中将閣下。ジーク入る。
ああ、ジーク入る。
however, just as he was about to close the door behind him,
私は満足した。もはや何も求めない。この先どうなろうと生きていく。そう誓ったのでな。
he said something I couldn't quite comprehend. Or could I? A whirlpool of uncanny emotions rushed into my heart, forcing me to say, well, nigh unconsciously,
悪くはないだろう。女神の抱擁。
ah ha 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 ha.
おせっかいなら不要だよ。勝ったのは俺だ。
ああ、そうだったな。わかっている。
There's a difference. An image I had never once seen before briefly flashed before my eyes. I had no idea what it could have meant, yet I still felt our exchange as natural as I could ever be, for reasons I couldn't quite explain. Reinhard must have felt the same.
フローへバイナハタ。確かに悪くない。そう感じている。これが私の K に言わせれば真実というやつなのだろうな。
And so the Golden Lieutenant made his exit, a hint of relief lingering in his tone as he vanished from sight. As for me,
テレジ
for some reason my heart felt heavy with emotion as I uttered that name. The conversation I had just finished jolted something alive in my mind, something that woke memories once forgotten. Rather, it was almost like I had never forgotten. The place I need to return to, as well as the people awaiting me there.
日本か。
I had my life, my reality right here. However, the girl waiting for me there beyond the sea was no illusion either. My two realities, my two selves, if both of them were the real me, what was I to do then? Naturally, I had my answer, clear as day. I had but one belief to adhere to, one creed to protect.
今を生きる。この今だって俺の刹那だ。はあ、これでいいんだよな。最後まで迷惑かけてごめんよ。もう大丈夫だから。もう少しだけ 俺のバカなこだわりに付き合ってくれ。
I was not merely talking to myself as I rose from my seat. My words of mixed apology and gratitude were aimed at her, the one we came to know as the goddess.
見届けて全うするよ。あいつと同じくこの現実を。それがきっと俺の義務だと思うから。
Following in Reinhardt's trail, I too slipped outside and onto the midnight streets. I felt light on my feet, for Lotus Reinhardt now embarked upon his journey to see with his own eyes that ephemeral moment he cherished with every fiber of his being, knowing that the darkest night had all but ended. Hmm.
そう、あれは今から4時間ほど前のことでした。
But, Beatrice? I cleared my throat, mug in one hand, and glanced at my peers. After confirming that I had indeed garnered their attention, I decided to begin my story.
世はまさにクリスマスイブ。私が愛読している情報誌によれば、12月24日の午後9時から午前0時にかけての3時間は、世界規模で愛が最も囁かれる聖なる刻限だそうなのです。
What?
聖の字が違うような気がする。
Oh, hi, Lisa!
まあとにかく世間様では家族で暖炉を囲んだり、教会でお祈りしたり、はたまた人目を忍んだり忍ばなかったり、好き勝手に合いびきしたりとかしてですね、ささやき合ってるわけですよ。愛を与え合ってるわけですよ。ぬくもりを求め合ってるわけですよ。肉を。
Are you drunk?
もう素晴らしいですよ。美しいですよ。ご商売に預かりたいですよ。お願い大抵。
I think you're drunk.
と内心イライラしつつ、しかしどこかウキウキしつつ、今夜は何か素敵なことが起こるかもしれませんと期待に胸を膨らませていた私の心情は決しておかしなものじゃないと思うのですよ。花も恥じらう乙女的に。
Hey, Eleanor.
なりません。というか話の腰を折らないでください。
Is this just girls' night out right now?
つまりベアトリスちゃんはこの現状が不満だと？
Yep.
はい、思いっきり不満です。何が悲しゅうて女4人廃山兵みたいにビール飲みながら管巻いてないといけないんですか。
Oh my god. I exploded as I slammed my mug down onto the table, its sharp clank accompanied by the clamor of my soul. How my heart ached hearing my fellow drinkers react with such a lack of compassion.
先ほどから管を巻いているのは貴様だけだろう。
廃山兵っぽいのもあなただけだし。
私は店員なんだから仕事中に絡まないでください。
Oh, you're a barmaid? I wasn't having any of this. I was not. I could not believe these people. They act like they were so high above all this. What the hell with them?
ちょっと。
Weren't you watching her, Eleanor?
お子様がガブ飲みするから。
うるさいですね。あなただって私とあんまり年変わらないじゃないですか。こんないかがわしいお店で裏若い腐女子が働いちゃいけませんよ、アンナさん。
Truth be told, though, I did have a long road ahead of me before I too could earnestly call myself pure and chaste, but let's ignore that for the time being. I came to drink, and drink I would. A candle lit for my poor, wastefully wasted youth. I'll be counting on our serving girl here to do her job dutifully and help me smuggle a spark of light into this sorry excuse for a party.
あ、それはそうとビールおかわり。ザウアークラフトも追加で。
I'll be honest here, I hate sauerkraut.
よく食べるわね。
まあ好きに食え。少しは脳みそに栄養がいってくれると助かる。
You really shouldn't be encouraging her drinking habits, Eleanor.
おお、注意さんお優しい。昇進の部下を移動してあげるんだ。
そんなつもりはないが、食っている間は黙るだろう。
いいけど、なんだか一番とばっちりを受けてるのは私のような気がしてきたわ。
Kinda?
ああ、さっき言ってたことの続き？聖なる刻限になんたらとか。
Oh, she did, didn't she?
それはいいから早く注文の品を持ってきてくれ。バカがまた騒ぎ出す。
バイスブルスト追加で
Ice first? I was pretty sure I only ordered the sauerkraut and the beer, but let's not dwell on trivial matters. You couldn't be stingy at a time like this. You know, like these two Debbie Downers right in front of me.
注文が増えてる
She did.
人の話を聞いていないの？
I don't know, Eleanor.
どうもここの看板娘という触れ込みみたいだけど
Understatement.
アンナさんはですね、その笑顔と計算された天然っぷりで殿方の財布をすっからかんにするやり手なのですよ。魔女ですね。
Oh god. Okay, we need to get her away from this. Just get her away from the beer.
置いて帰る
Probably for the best.
そうしたいのは山々だが、バカの集大は私の監督責任を問われる。後日貴様の分まで殴っておくから許せ。
真面目ですね。クソ真面目ですね。鋼鉄の少女ですね。注意。でもそんなところがすてき。痛っ、目に入って調子をする。
Cold, so cold. What was going on? Someone explain. I was too busy writhing on the floor from the sudden shock I just received to have a clear understanding of the outside world. Knocked me right off my seat, that.
あまり図に乗っていると逆さに吊るすぞキルビアイゼ。
The fuck is a Reichstag?
聞こえてないわよ
構わん。この手のアホは体に叩き込んだ方が有意義だ。手間はかかるが要所で締めておけばわきまえるだろう。
So you're into bondage?
パブルフのなんとやらね
Oh god, anything with the Pavlovians.
そういうことだ。
お待たせって何これどうしたの
For like a split second, I thought those were Photoshop, but then I realized, no, these were actually drawn into the... Okay. For like a split second, I thought that those were Photoshopped in.
なんでもない。バカ犬にしつけを施していただけだ。気にするな。
ワンワンワンってあれなんで私ずぶ濡れなんでしょうか、チー
Did Eleanor just splash cold water on her?
し
ふわー、本当にどうでもいいみたいに言いますね。ああ、アンナさん、ビールください。
You need an intervention, girl.
それで結局これは一体どういう集まりなのかな。その辺さっきからずっと脱線したままだけど。
別に何のことはない。ただ盛大な空振りをしたというだけのことだ。
空振り？
あなたも聞いているでしょ最近のベルリンはまた治安が悪くなってきたって
それもしかして例の連続殺人？犯人は娼婦だろうとか言われてるさしずめ逆ジャック・ザ・リッパーみたいな。
Wait, this is still happening? Okay. Okay. Okay.
そうだ。全く嘆かわしい話だよ。いかに全大戦の陰りがまだ残っている。我が国の治安は半世紀前のイギリスと大差ないという体だろ。
So, Wolfgang Schreiber is still kind of having himself, or him hurt. Wolfgang's having a blast right now.
特に我々の世代。幼少時から畜生に劣る犯罪者どもの長領を見てきた。当時、ガキのジョークにもなったほどだ。
ハールマン・イッヒ電家とかねあとはグロスマンやキュルテンもかしら吸血鬼、狼男そういうものが生まれる社会的土壌があったのは事実で二度とそんなことがないようにしたいと思っているんだけど
まあ簡単なことだ。勝てばいい。勝って誇りを取り戻せば負け犬が生まれることなどありえんよ。
だからあなたはまたそうやって短絡的な
貴様が無縁すぎるのだブラニー。要は成か負の問題だろう。戦勝国の光がかつてのドイツに影を落としたならばそれを逆転させて未だ帝都に救っている闇を消し去る。当たり前の論法で実際的な商法だ。
あなたの中で陰と陽は敵同士なの？これは東洋の思想だけど。
What?
男と話のすり替えだ、くだら。
私は安易な二元論は危険だと言っているのよ。
Is Beatrice just knocked out right now?
つまり貴様、私が間違っている。
間違いそうで怪我しそうよね。自分が絶対いつも正しいと思ってるでしょ、昔から。
手袋でも投げてほしい。
Uh-oh.
Come on.
Oh god.
それで勝った方が正しいってわけ？単純ね。
I would not be surprised if Beatrice is already shit-faced by this point. I couldn't quite follow their little exchange, but it didn't really matter. What did matter was this right here. This beer!
やば、このブルーストマジうまいっす。
Is it like actual bratwurst or?
何ですか二人とも。そんな顔で見てもあげませんよ。
いらん。
なんですかいきなり。暴力反対です。や
ー、とにかくお二人のおっしゃることは難しくてよくわかんないけど、つまるところデートの治安維持に貢献しようとしたってわけかな。
まあそうなるのかしらね。私は半ば無理やり引っ張り出されたわけだけど。
はいはい、それ私もです。こともあろうに世界規模の聖なる黒源に性犯罪の温床を叩き潰せておっかない上官に拉致られてですね。
Apparently she can't get her mind off that, can she?
空振ったとぶっちゃけて言うとそういうことです。
正確にはかっさらわれたと言った方がいいのかしら。
あれ？じゃあお目当ての吸血鬼だか狼男だかは捕まったの？よかったじゃない。
ああな、我々ごときが首を突っ込むまでもないということだ。それ個人的な話、収穫。
ああ。
Lisa agreed with a stifled smile. I myself failed to stifle mine, though.
あれですか。
何？
ゲスタポ長官か手勢を連れて参られたところ遠目に見ただけ。
Oh. Oh, this is like right after Reinhard kind of basically subjugated both Schreiber and Wilhelm? Indeed. The rumors didn't give him enough credit.
マジで？ありゃやばいっすよ、アンナさん。私、明日から鏡見るのが嫌になりそうな気分です。
そんなことを言っているのではない。
Are you sure? What was she so mad about? His Excellency was indeed quite the looker, and that was God's honest truth, like it or not. She sighed, glaring at me with the kind of look one gives an insect to be squashed. Alright, I guess even I realized his looks were not the point here.
私が言っているのは彼が噂以上に合理的な方だったということだ。
Oh!
そうね。部下の損害を一切出さなかったみたいだし、ありていに言うと漁夫の利ってやつかしら。
目当ての犯罪者を2人いた。そしてそいつらを殺し合っていた。どういう事情でそうなったかは預かり知らん。
Oh, that's right. It must have played out differently because of. Oh. In all honesty, I'd rather not hear the details. In fact, I'd prefer to just forget it ever happened.
すごかったですよね、あれ。正直私、足が震えましたもん。
だろうね。あの手の輩は人にあらず、一種の獣と言った方がいい。どういう生まれでどういう人生を送ってきたかなど興味もないが、分かっているのは桁外れに危険な存在であるということだけだ。つまり一種だよ。戦場であれ、決闘であれ、相手が人である以上、互いの正義や信念のぶつかり合いがそこにはある。 わかりやすく覚悟と言えばいいかな。剣を取ることも殺されることも、そうした了解の上に成り立ってこそだ。故に人は畜生と一線を画す。
重要なのは敬意ですね。相入れなくて反目する立場同士でも、それは忠誠を誓う対象が違うというだけのことで、心の芯には同じものを持っていると認め合うことが大事なんです。私、騎士道ってやつ？
そうだ。別に言い方は何でもいいがね。これは人を人たらしめる方だ。我と彼は同じであると敬えなければ、そもそも剣など交えるべきではない。我欲と衝動の牙しか持たぬ者は獣だ。そしてそういう輩と対峙したとき、人は平静を保たぬ。怖いから。剣王と忌避感は衝動を生み、隠して銃声は伝染する。さしずめがあんだよ。増殖する修羅道だ。地上に生まれる地獄とはそうしたものではないかと思う。
要するに飲まれちゃうんですよね、ああいうの見ると。私も危なかったですし、皆さん強行寸前に見えました。
だけど彼だけは違ったわ。
実に冷静に見ておられた。私も含めて誰もが飛び出しかけていた。ただ一人だけ大戦。
Or maybe it's playing out the same? I don't know, let's see.
忘れない。慈しむように、称えるように。それでいてどこか自重するように。まるでそう、不肖の子を見る親のように。いや、実際によくわからんんだよ。
何か本懐を遂げさせてあげようとしているようにも見えたのね。間違いなく初対面のはずなんだけど。
Like Reinhard kind of has like some semblance of his memories intact.
それで結果的に漁夫乗り？
そうだ。2匹の獣は食い合って消耗し、決着を見たところで捕らえられた。今日だから傍観したのではないことぐらいバカでもわかる。故に不敵かつ合理的な方だと評したわけ
だ。それで私たちは完全に空振りした上に毒気も抜かれて、こんなところで管巻いてるわけですよ。
なるほど。で、結局その2人の喧嘩どっちが勝ったの？
それはどうでもいいだろう。大した問題ではない。
でも
Anna seemed unsatisfied, but I wish she could read the mood enough to understand that we did not wish to reminisce over that dreadful matter any longer.
まあまあ、詳しくは明日の新聞でも見てくださいよ。それで
何？
We had a far more interesting story to go over. At the very least, I found it a more fitting topic to discuss among us womenfolk than some serial killers. I made a broad smile and drew close to the elegant lady at my side.
リザさんは今後ハイドリヒ中将閣下とお目文字する機会もあるんですよね。大丈夫ですか？
大丈夫って何が？
だからあの顔ですよ、あの地位ですよ。クラッと来たりしませんか？
Oh my god.
貴様、その口縫い付けられたいか、キルヒアイゼン。
なんで注意が起こるんですか？
こいつは婚約している。貴様のゲスな妄想が入り込む余地などない。それに九段のハイドリヒ中将とて再退しておられる。
Really? She declared it as some sort of universal truth that by itself rendered our conversation meaningless. Oh dear, there was no helping her. How unfortunate. The world would be painfully bereft of passion if everything behaved like some mathematical formula.
殿方というものを分かっていませんね、注意。これはユーゲンとの女子一同の間に流れていた噂なんですが、かつて中将閣下がおっしゃったという名言があるんですよ。
名言？
女は所詮駄菓子に過ぎん。
Okay.
欲しい時にいくらでも手に入るものに私はいちいちこだわらん。
うわ
Oh my.
それはまた
やばくないですか？
なんかパクッとやられちゃいそうね。
そこで問題です。上流階級の集う社交界であの方に一曲踊ろうと誘われながら断れる女子が果たしてこの世にいるのでしょうか？
I ain't touching that.
いるのでしょうか？
Because I don't want to get killed by Eleanor, to be fair.
それはまあ断れないでしょう。比例になるし踊るくらいなら。
そしてそのまま寝室まで夜の立ち会いになだれ込むのでしょうか。
Anna, stop.
ケイ、なかなかいい声で泣く。
Beatrice!
歌えよ。その身は私を楽しませる楽器であろうか。
Anna!
にゃんにゃんにゃんにゃんにゃん。
The fuck was that all about? Eleanor, please smack these two!
貴様ら
Thank you.
全員そこへ直れ。
だからなんで注意が起こるんですか？
痛い、ちょっと浮いてる浮いてる。私猫じゃないんだからそんな持ち方しないで。
Good God. Our complaints fell on deaf ears as the lieutenant dragged us across our room, our necks held tight in her iron grip. How unfair was that? What was her problem anyway? And I'd appreciate it if Lisa tried to help us instead of laughing over there. Where'd Lieutenant train her group anyway? My neck was about to... I was seriously about to crack. Fuck.
大変ねレオノーレも。だけどこれでよくもあるのかな。
No
ああいう
shit.
子がそばにいれば少しは柔らかくなるのかもしれないし。でもハイドリヒ中将か。
失礼。
トリーファー！
もしよろしければ同席させていただいてもよいでしょうか。
え？
ああ、申し訳ありません。驚かせてしまいましたか。別に怪しいものではありませんよ。私は見ての通り。
神父様かしら。ええ、同席は構いませんけど私たちに何か。
卒じながら先ほどのお話が聞こえてしまいましてね。実は私もあの場にいたのですよ。
あら、そうですの？
はい。生体礼儀が終わった後、どうも手持ち無沙汰になりましてね。星でも見ようかと戸外に出たのがいけなかった。お分かりかと思いますが、生まれてこの方、修羅場には無縁なもので。端的に言うと、恐ろしい思いをしたので気分を変えたかったと申しますか。そんなところです。本来このような人の多い場は苦手なのですがね。今夜はそれがありがたい。過剰なまでの日常に安心しますよ。おかげであなたのような美しいご婦人にも出会えましたし。
まあ、お上手ですこと。お褒めいただいて光栄ですわ。どうぞおかけになってください、神父様。いろいろと問題のある女の集まりですけれど、お嫌でなければ。
ありがとうございます。では、お言葉に甘えて。しかし、あなたもそうだがお強い方々だ。私など震え上がったものですが、頼もしいと言うべきでしょうか。
彼女たちは軍人ですからね。内心はいろいろあるんでしょうけれど。
しかり。だがそれでいて信念に燃えておられる。一本気で高潔だ。羨ましいですよ。心地よい風です。
風？
いえ、何でもありません。ただ私が勝手に癒されているというだけです。
This is definitely playing out a lot differently than I expected. Yeah, we're kind of seeing them like... It's like they're put back into their original time that they were supposed to be in.
昨今の国情、憂慮すべきものですから特にね。女性が力強く立っておられる様には安心を覚えますよ。
I would say this. It is actually significantly different than Marie's, Marie's ending, where everybody is reincarnated into a significantly happier life. This one, they're kind of put back into the places they belong.
それでしたら子供の育成環境にこそ目を向けられてはいかがかしら。実は私そうした立場のものなので。
ほう、それは興味深いですね。なるほど、道理で。
そんなに初対じみて見えますか？
No comment.
いえいえ、ただ母性を強く感じるということで。
That's better.
つまりそういうことなんでしょう？
Not necessarily.
神父様、あなたは子供がお好きですか？
嫌いなものなどいないでしょう。しかしそうか。そうですね。今を嘆くではなく、未来を思えばこそ次の世代にと。私、金言、胸に染みましたよ。その。
リザです。リザ・ブレンナ。
これはご丁寧に。申し遅れましたが、バレリアン・トリファです。この出会いに感謝を。あなたとは初めて会った気がしない。
大げさですわよ。でもそうですね、私もそんな気がしています。
あ
あ。ただ婚約中の身なので勘違いはなさらないでくださいね。
リザがいつの間にか男引っ掛けてる。
God damn it, Anna.
何？
Wait, why are you surprised?
女子力高っ。
ちょっと嫌ね。そんなんじゃないわよ。
Were the three of you just casually spying on this exchange right now?
なんだ神父か。しかしあまり感心せんな。聖職者が顔を出すべき場所ではないだろう。
それについては宦官の至りです。未だ半端な未熟者ゆえご容赦くださいますよ。
ねえねえ、この注意さんなんでこんな偉そうなの？
This is Eleanor we're talking about. Just gonna let you know.
いつもです。この人こんなんでご令嬢ですから。
貴様が言うか。だいたいくだらん下世話なことを。
何？じゃあ私だけ一般民？いいなあ、3人とも好物件な男よりどりなんだ。
それは今こんなところでこんなことしてる私たちに言う言葉ですか、アンナさん。
それに言ったでしょ。私はもう婚約しているし。
人には分相応というものがある。ありていに言えば欲しいものがあるなら己の程度を上げろということだ。上ばかり見て不平を漏らしながら手を伸ばし、つかめたところでそれは引きずり下ろしているだけだ。成長とは程遠い。
Life lessons with Eleanor.
高みが好きなら登るよう努めろ、バカ娘。己が変わらぬ限り手に入れたものはその程度でしかない。星をつかめても飛翔した結果でなければ満足できんぞ。
なぜならそれはかつて星であった石くれでしかないですか。なかなか辛辣な哲学ですが、その通りかもしれませんね。翼を生やす努力をせねば焦がれた輝きを手にはできない。しかしその場合、光に焼かれてしまうのではないですかね。
イカロスのようにか。ああ、そうだろうな。だが問題などあるまい。要は覚悟だ。それなくして上を見るなど恥を知らんずうずうしい行為だと言っているのさ。
なんかすごいムカつくんですけど。だいたいさ、そんなボロクソ言ってくれちゃってさ、獣医さんたち男と手を握ったこともなさそうじゃないの。
タッチって何ですか？なんで私も入ってんですか？
じゃあ違うの？
Oh god, she's in control now.
違いますよ。ありますよ。 兄上とか父上とか。
Beatrice, those do not count. And smug.
今鼻で笑った。鼻で笑われましたよ、注意。
She's laughing at you.
笑われたのは貴様だけだろ。
あら、じゃああなた男性の手を握ったことがあったかしら？
別に。ただ私の言ったことを色恋にしか限定できん貴様らの脳には重大な欠陥があると指摘してやる。男の手だとくだらん。そんなものが特別ならここに一人いるのはなんだ。いくらでも握ってやるし、握ればいいだろ
う。Wait, why are you including me on this? I just wanted to have a nice drink.
いや、そんなんじゃなくてですね。もっとキューンとしてドキーンとしてワクワクそわそわするようなやつ。
注意さん、これにそんな気持ち持ってんの？
ないな。というか意味がわからんし、貴様らはどうなの？
ないわね。
ないです。
あるわけないし。
そうばっさり言われると複雑ですがまあ何と申しますか、ご婚約されたというリザさんはもとより他お三人ともお綺麗で魅力的だ。世の男性方が放っておかぬでしょう。今は時勢が時勢ですが、しかるべき時しかるべき相手に出会うものではないでしょうか。私はそう思いますよ。
つまり運命の相手ですか？
そうなりますかね。お心当たりはありますか？
どうでしょう。腐れ縁のようなものなら一人思い浮かぶんですが。
ああ、あれか。
何？聞きたいわね。
いや、ほんとそんなんじゃないですって。軍に入るとき喧嘩しちゃってそれきりですし。
なに興味あるかも。
だからいいじゃないですか、私のことは。そういうアンナさんはどうなんですか？
私はそうだね。
なんだこの女、いきなり笑い出したぞ。
いや、
ちょっと気持ち悪いわね。
I'm gonna have to agree with you on that one. Just a little bit.
心なしか背筋が寒くなったんですが
アンナさん、もしや犯罪的なことに手を染めてるんじゃないでしょうね。
なんでそうなんのよ。
いや、だって笑い方がいやらしかったので、後つけたりお風呂覗いたり下着盗んだりしてるんじゃないのかなと。
Specific, oddly, and somewhat accurate?
あんた私を何だと思ってるのよ。そんなことするわけ
してるんですか。
Call it.
後つけて住所確かめただけだもん。
悪いことは言わん。ゲシュタポに出頭しろ。
And now it's Anna's turn to run.
誰なの？そのかわいそうな男の人は。
拉致監禁とかで紙面にぎわす前に目を覚ましてください。
もう勘違いしないで。そんなんじゃないの。
Right.
普通にお客さんで知り合ったばかりで、なんかよくわかんないけど無視できなくて、それでフラフラーっと。
後をつけて。
いいじゃない、それくらい。
いいんですかね。
紙一重な話ね。
いや、黒だろ。どう考えても変質者の理屈だ。
You about to get arrested.
そもそもその男性のどこに惹かれたのですか？
わかんない。
かっこよかったですか？
まあ。
何をしてる人なの？
軍関係。
どこの部署だ？
遺産管理局。
ほう。
じゃあ学者っぽいのかしら？
そんな風には見えなかったけど。
She's talking about Lotus, isn't she?
あ、でも軍人って感じは全然ないよ。
要領を得んな。聞く限りやさな占いしか想像できんが。
アンナさん、なよなよ系が好みなんですか？
だからそんなんじゃなくて、別にいかつくもないしなよってもないし、本当にそう普通の人だよ。
Yeah, it's totally Lotus.
ではどこ
うまく言えないよ。ただなんか気になっちゃったんだからしょうがないじゃない。どうしてかわかんないけど追いかけなきゃいけないような気がしたの。
どう思います？
さしずめ前世の縁とでも言うやつでしょうか。
前世？それって神父様の教義にはない概念じゃないですか？
ええ、ですが悪くないと思いますよ。個人的にはですが。
そうね、素敵じゃない。
何でも構わんが、あまり無責任に焚きつけるなよ。見ろ。
Is everybody staring at us?
前世。
Oh god.
何その運命の赤い糸。
Nope, she's already okay, her delusion has been fed.
変質者を図に乗らせていいことなど一つもない。
Facts.
誰が変質者なのよ。
You?
まあまあ、それでその羨ましい御人は何という名なのです？
私も聞きたい。
軍属ならこの先顔を合わすかもしれないし。
機会があれば夜道に気をつけるよう忠告してやる。
Everybody's supporting Eleanor. I will warn him.
何をみんなして一斉に。でも聞きたいの？じゃあどうしようかな。迷うな。
すいません、ビールおかわり。
Oh crap.
聞きなさいよ。そいつの名前はロータス。
Yep.
チース。
大飛ハート。
おいアンナ、何人の名前叫んでんだお前。
Oh! Sup, dude?
あら、
これはまた。
いや、うるせえよ。
Well, there's a new one.
ああ、なるほど。確かに。っていうか、なんだろう。
貴様、どこから。
はじめましてよね。
I kind of fought you guys in several other routes, so...
そのはずですが。
おい、お前俺の悪口でも言ってたのかよ。なんだこれ。
ああ、いえ、そんなんじゃなくてですね。これは。ああ、違う、ダメだから、なんでもないから。
Right.
はあ、まあいいや。よくわからんけどビール一つな。仕事しろよ。
わかったから。そこの連中に変なこと聞かないでよ。絶対だよ、約束だからね。
Well then.
あんたらも黙っててよ。
なんだありゃ。
ごめんなさい。少しあなたのことを話題にしていたところなの。でも悪口じゃないから気にしないで。ともかくせっかくだからお座りになって。これも何かの縁でしょ。いいわよね、エレオノーレ。
なぜ私に聞く？好きにすればいいだろう。
To be fair, you are the one in charge, so it's only fair that we ask you.
だがしかし、大ヒハートか。結構な名だな。
失礼ですが、あなたはもしかして。
はあ、ご想像の通りだよ。家出した不良の出来損ない扱いだけどね。とりあえずその話はやめてくれ。あまり愉快な気分にならない。で、皆さん初めましてだけど、こうなった以上俺だけ名前知られてるのはなんか落ち着かないんだけどな。
あ、私ベアトリス・キルヒアイゼンです。
エレオノーレ・フォン・ビッテンブルグだ。
イザブレンナーよ。
バレリアン・トリファと申します。
私はアナ。
Hello.
お前は知ってるからいい。
ひどい。
ま、それはそれとして、なんか知らんけど俺の噂をしてたって。その当人ロートス・ライヒハートです。たまにアンナが夜道をつけてくるんでぶっちゃけ怖い。友達ならやめるように言ってやってほしい。
あらあら。
道家だな。
You got caught.
かける言葉が見つかりません。
でもさ、俺たちは永遠になれない刹那だ。どれだけ憧れて求めても幻想にはなれないんだよ。なんていうかな、今日あんたらに会えたのは嬉しいよ。変なこと言うやつだと思うだろうけど、俺の本音、これで良かったんだと思える。
はい。
だから気にしないでくれ。俺も自分が何言ってるのかよく分かってない。ただそんな気がしただけだ。ここが俺の現実なんだって思える。あんたらにとっても。
いや、そんな目くばせされても。
いつもこんな感じなの？
違うよ、今日は特別変な感じ。
意味不明だな。
ですが、
ゆえに罰。私は英語を苦しまねばならない。救いなどいらぬ。祝福は遠ざかっていけばいい。たった一人、どこまでも歩き続けるのだ。永遠に。
私にはわかりますよ。ライ、いえ、ロートスさん。あなたは本気だ。てらっているのではないと、それだけは理解できる。
There we go.
そしてなぜだか共感を覚えますよ。ええ、確かにこれが私たちの現実だ。
まあそりゃ言うまでもなくそこは当たり前なんですが。
だから今私はこうしてここにいる。血で錆びついたあなたの剣に再び輝きを灯せるように。
言われてみると不思議ですね。なんだか長い夢を見ていたような気もするんです。
目の覚めるような思い。そうね、実は私もそんな気がしてる。
There we go.
私の子供たちはここにいる。彼らに力を与えたくて、彼らに心を与えたくて、名前もそして人生も。これが当たり前なんだけど、すごく懐かしくて切ないような。ねえエレオノーレ、あなた本当に相変わらずだし。
貴様のヨタは聞き飽きたよブレン。正直私はうんざりしている。心底飽き飽きしているが、欲しいのはぬくもりでなく炎。私を焦がす輝きに永遠焼かれていたいだけだ。まあいいさ。 腐れ縁だ。どうせこの先も続くだろうし、そういう意味で。
私は
今をどう思う？
悪くないよねえ。
もちろん。
だからあなたの言ってることよくわかんないけど、とりあえず今夜は楽しい。待ってよ、置いていかないで。なので一杯だけ。お仕事中だけど私も飲んじゃっていいよね。
Let's try not to get you fired, okay?
ああ、おごるよ。多分他にも今の俺たちと全く同じ気分の奴らはこの国のどこかにいると思う。戦争中で明日も知れなくていつ死ぬかわからない。だけどだからこそ俺は一瞬を大事にしたいと強く思う。そういうことで乾杯しないか。せっかくのクリスマスだし。
ではこれを生産の器のように。
この出会いが未来につながるように。
道を照らせる光になれたら素敵ですね。
一人一人は火花に過ぎん。
いつも上と前を向いていれば。
今この時に意味があるって信じられる。だから切ない。そして
現実にプロジェクト。
Also, first time seeing a legitimately warm smile from Eleanor right there. That's so nice.
それが1939年12月25日。彼はなんだかおかしな人で、他にも会いたい人がいると独り言のように言っていたのを覚えている。それが叶ったのかどうかはわからないけど、結局その後この日のメンツが一堂に会すことは最後までなかった。そもそもの発端であったらしい2人の殺人犯、ビルヘルム・エーレンブルグとウォルフガング・シュライバーは、彼らを捕らえたハイドリヒ中将によってこの年のうちに処刑される。バレリアン・トリファ神父は41年のブカレストでホロコーストに反発し、虐殺を免れた子供たちを連れて失踪。噂では戦後アメリカに渡ったと聞くけれど、彼の姿を見た人は一人もいない。ただあの人はあの人なりにリザと話していた子供たちの未来を守る道を選んだのだろうと私は思う。そしてリザ、レーベンスボルンの一員としてドイツ女性の模範たるべく務めた彼女は42年に双子の男の子を出産。彼らに惜しみない愛情を注ぎ、同時に泉の子供たちを軍の実験から守り続ける。だけどそうした無理がたたってか、終戦を迎えた45年に胸を患い、その暮れに他界する。早すぎる死を悼む人は大勢いたけど、彼女が守った子供たちに泉の意志は継承されたと信じたい。
In that regard, she was able to create a better life for her children this time. Or at least, she tried.
リザもそこには自信があるらしく、病床を見舞った私に、エレオノールより長生きできたから本望だと笑っていた。まったく、本当にあの二人、くだらないことで張り合ってばかりだった。いつも間に立たされていたベアトリスに登場してしまう。あれはあれで楽しそうでもあったけど、 そのエレオノーレは言ったように、リザより早い43年、プロホロフカ戦でソ連軍第二戦車軍団を相手に激闘を展開し、名誉の戦死を遂げた。こんな風に評するのは間違っているかもしれないけど、やはり彼女は軍人として誇りを全うしたと思うのだ。涙一つ流さずに厳しい顔で葬儀に参列していたベアトリスが印象に残っている。
This voice, is this Anna?
そして1942年6月4日、エンスラポイド作戦によりラインハルト・トリスタン・オイゲンハイドリヒ SS 大将プラハの地でその生涯に幕を下ろす。徐々に悪化していく戦況の中、ついに決定的な敗戦の決め手となったノルマンディー戦線。ビレル・ボカージュの戦いで名高いミハイル・ビットマン大尉とともに44年8月8日、ロートス・ライヒハート戦死。結局私は彼に何も言えなくて、その後悔を引きずりながらもまだ生きている。
This is Anna's.
ただ一度あの人が冗談めかして言っていた日本に行きたいという言葉、そこでならまた会えるかもしれないなんて、子供みたいなことを考えながら、あなたのお誘いに応じたんだって言ったら笑うかしら、ベアトリス。私なんだか私だけうまく言えないけどずれているような気がするの。あの日のメンツで私だけ人生が一回多い感じみたいな。変よね、一番年下なのに。だけどそんな気がするものだから。ほら前世の話があったじゃない。あなたたちの2回目が始まるまで私は生きてないといけないのかなって、そう思うの。
This is very interesting. Like, we started up not only the Marie routes, but also the Irae routes, and they seem to have a much more... Actually, I think it was mostly the Irae routes itself that had a much heavier focus toward... I don't know, these past couple routes just had much more focus toward Rusalka, and it's very interesting that right here at the very, very end, we're getting it through Anna's perspective in a way. It's different. Not a bad different, though.
なあ、ちょっと、起きてる？
Well, well, well.
時間だよ、時間。今日は客が来るから早く起こせっつったでしょ？迎えに行くんじゃなかったの？
Oh my god.
たく、年寄りは朝が早いんじゃないのかよ。なんで昼まで大口開けて寝てんだこの人。
Oh my god.
ほら、起きて。つか、生きてんの？あれ、もしかして死んじゃったのかこのばあさん。
Jesus.
ああ、死んじゃったか。そりゃしゃあないな。んじゃ、さっさと葬儀屋に連絡を。
無礼
者！お！
何が葬儀屋に連絡ですか。勝手に人を死なせるんじゃありませんよ。本当にあなたは不謹慎で。誰だったかしら？
Old Lady Beatrice.
もうどうだっていいよ俺の名前なんか。そんなことよりベッドにステッキ持って入るのやめなってば。毎度起こすたびに殴られてこっちが記憶飛ぶっての
これは剣士のたしなみです。侍とは有事に備え常に大小を手元に置いているのだと時代劇で。
あんた日本人じゃねえしババアだし、しかもポントを抱いて寝る侍なんかいねえっての。
I mean, to be fair, it'd kind of be a little bit more of a risk having a sharp object right where you sleep, because you could easily accidentally decapitate yourself, hurt yourself. You know what? I'm just gonna shut up right now.
なんと、ではあのテレビ番組は嘘を教えているのですか？
Yes!
いや、どの番組か知らないけど、それはともかく。今日はドイツから友達が来るんだろう。早く支度して出かけないと空港で迷子になっちゃうよ、その人。
ああ、そうでしたそうでした。アンナさんとは30年ぶりくらいになりますね。初めて会った頃はお互いに花も恥じらうような美少女で私たちはベルリンの赤い雨と噂されるほどの。
血の雨降らせてんじゃん。思いっきり検問じゃん。
私たちをめぐって争う殿方たちの血しぶきが絶えなかったという話ですよ。
Really? Really?
うわぁ、とんでもなく嘘くせえ。
It kind of is.
83歳独身のみで全く説得力ないよね。
言いたいことは大きい声で言いなさい。ほんと、誰に似たんでしょうかね、この子は。
誰にも何も。俺の生まれは木の股かなんかじゃねえの？血筋とか意味不明だし。
Of course.
そんなことを言うものではありませんよ。あなたのご両親がどんな方かは私も存じませんけれど、そのお二人がおられたからこそこうして生を受けたわけで。
Did you like adopt him into your family or something?
だからなんつうか、そういうのはいいって。俺に親がいるとしたらそれは一人だけだから。ちょっと頭湧いてるし、何かっちゅうとステッキ振り回して人の頭こづきまくる鬱陶しいばあさんだけど、ベアトリス・キルヒアイゼンがいれば十分だよ。俺も他のチビたちもあの家のやつらはみんなそう思ってるから。
Oh my god.
誰に似たんだって言われれば、そりゃつまり育ての親にって。
まあまあ、どうしましょうこの子ったら。嫌だわ。いつからそんな背筋の寒くなるようなことを言えるようになったんでしょう。末恐ろしい。
喜んでんのか嘆いてんのかどっちだよババア。とにかく早く支度しろって何回も言わせんなよ。
この老体に容赦ないせかしっぷり。近頃は遠出するのもきついというのに、いっそ俺が代わりに行ってきてやるよくらい言えないものでしょうかね。
Oh my god.
年寄りを大事にしないと罰が当たるんですよ。
Beatrice.
言いたいことは大きい声で言おうね、そっちも。だいたい俺は俺で用があるし、さすがに編入試験はサボれないだろ。まったくいきなり隠居するとか言って引っ越すし、業務丸投げされた京香さん大慌てだぜ。チビどもはチビどもで、園長先生どこ行ったのって泣きわめくしさ。
Orphanage?
もういい年どころじゃないんだから、はっちゃけるのもほどほどにしてくれよ。おかげで俺がわざわざ編入までしてヘルパーまがいの真似をせにはならんことに。
別に私の世話をしてくれと頼んだ覚えはありませんが、それに今日から友人と二人暮らしですので心配はいりませんよ。
ばあさんの二人暮らしだなんて余計に危なっかしくて見てらんねえよ。だいたいさっきも言ったけど、チビどもは寂しがって。
京香さんがいらっしゃるから大丈夫でしょう。まあ申し訳ないとは思っていますが、私も追い先短いですし約束もあったので。
約束
？60年前に亡くなった友人が後に残された子供のことを心配していましたからね。今更ですが、彼女のひ孫さんたちがこの町にいらっしゃると聞いたので、 及ばずながら援助させていただこうかと。アンナさんと話し合って決めたのですよ。言いませんでしたかね。
初耳。てか追い先短いとか言うなよ。殺しても死にそうにないくせに。
But people die when they're killed.
あらあら。ですがそんなに不本意なら園に帰ってもいいのですよ。あちらの学校には友達もたくさんいたでしょうに。恋人はいなかったでしょうけど。
ほっとけよ。だいたいババア2人じゃ心配だってさっきも。
ヘルパーさんならもう頼んでしまったのですけど。
は？
なので心配はいりません。というかあなたはいない方がいいです。
Just don't go harassing the poor person that you hired.
だってそのヘルパーさん
Oh my god.
とっても美男子なんですよ。あなたと違って物腰の柔らかい落ち着いた感じの紳士でですね。私があと50年若かったら焼いちゃってますか？
もういい。とにかく俺は京香さんに頼まれてんだから今さら帰れないよ。アパート契約もしちゃったし。これからもちょくちょく顔出すから、あんまりそのイケメンなヘルパーさんそれに迷惑かけんなよ。じゃ
あ。Oh, more than likely she's gonna drive him crazy.
あれん。その
何？
いえ、でしたら新しい学校、あなたにとっていい出会いがあればよいですね。
Upon immediately seeing Shiro, they just immediately punch each other.
早いところ彼女の一人でも作って。
だからほっとけよ。
まったく素直じゃないですね。でもいい子に育ってくれました。アンナさん、早くあなたに会わせたいわ。本当にそっくりなのよ。驚く顔がとても楽しみ。ああ、リザさんのひ孫さんたちはどんな子たちなんでしょう。願わくは彼らの未来が光に満ちていますように。私はその道しるべになれたでしょうか、ビッテンブルグ少佐。
I think you did a good job, Beatrice.
すみません、ちょっといいでしょうか。こちらの家の方ですよね。僕はこの度ここのおばあさんをお世話することになったもので。
Oh my god. I fucking knew it.
え？ああ、はい、聞いてますよ。
桜井です。桜井海。それで
ああ、俺はなんていうか、ここのばあさんに振り回されっぱなしのバカ野郎というか。いや、なんでもないです。とにかくここのばあさん変人なんで気をつけてください。
ああ、もしかして君が桐崎さんに無理やり送り込まれたっていう。
知ってんですか、京香さんのこと。
まあ彼女とは大学の同期だったから。だけど、そうか、なるほど。
もしかして俺ら境遇かぶってます？
We might be.
みたいだね。参ったな。でも君、それならこっちの学校に編入するんだろ。
おかげさまで今日がその試験ですよ。
どこだい？
月の沢学園。
へえ、だったら僕の妹と同じだね。ケイって言うんだけど、ちょっと偏屈で人見知りするタイプなんだが、見かけたら仲良くしてやってほしい。兄貴の僕が言うのもなんだけど、いい子だよ。
はあ、こりゃ本当にイケメンだな、おい。
何か言ったかい？
I'm sorry, the other side of my brain was like, oh, you're kinda hot.
いやー別に。じゃあ俺行くんで。
Wait, what the hell is he talking about?
あ、試験頑張って。
そっちも。ばあさんよだれ垂らして待ってるから気をつけて。
And my new life on a new land would start today. I obviously felt a bit bummed out due to leaving my old friends behind, but for some reason, rather than wallowing in gloom, my heart seemed to be beating a march in excitement for what awaited for me. Grandma's antics and Miss Kyoka's orders were, in the end, just excuses. I felt an irresistible urge to come to this place. So,
やべ、試験落ちたらシャレになんねえぞ。
you should probably hurry, dude. The future that awaited me, my second reality starting from zero. My heart beat with anticipation. I felt like I'd made a promise like that a long time ago. Each of my days was spent in peace and happiness. I felt myself surrounded by the warmth of others. And yet, I felt as if there was something, or rather someone, missing from it. And the void created by their absence was so huge it made even my happiness feel lonely. Was it just my delusion? A groundless fantasy? But whatever it was, that void alone was undeniably real. I yearned to meet the man of my dreams. Even if that was but a delusion to escape loneliness, he lived inside me, and that was enough to make him real for me. Things once lost would never return. No identical thing could be born twice. I had no way of telling what kind of a story awaited me in this land, with my life starting anew from zero. The transient scenery I glimpsed in that vision-like dream vanished as soon as I opened my eyes. I no longer knew what it was, but I remembered loving it, treasuring it. Those feelings alone remained with me, and I could declare that with absolute conviction. In this reality, no longer a phantasm.
私は新しい今を作っていきたい。
それこそが
夢の残像にも決して負けない幸せの形だと思うから。
そうだ先輩、今日例の CD 持ってきたぜ。
ありがとう。桜井さんも聞く？
ジャンルによります。
ちょっと前のデスメタル。
Oh!
あ、懐かしい。これ私も持ってる。
あまり冒涜的な歌詞なら教会内で聞くのはいかがなものかとは思いますけど。
Oh, come on, it's not gonna be that bad.
どんな歌詞なの？
Actually, I'm kind of curious what the lyrics are now.
それは多分。
Oh my god!
どうしたんですか、先輩？
いや、その
今の人が何か？
私。
すみません。月の沢学園ってこの道まっすぐでいいんですよね。
熊本。
はい。
君、熊本行きたい？
いや、熊本って。
お？
そんな突拍子のない言葉にあっけに取られて。だけどその時。
私がみんなを抱きしめるから。
There we go.
いつかどこかで見たような女の子が私たちに優しく微笑んだような気がしたのだ。
大分じゃなくていいの？
地獄巡りはもういらないから。
That was a sentiment we both shared. There we go. And thus, well, there's still an extra story, but holy shit, I've been going at it for 3 hours again. I didn't realize how much time had passed. Damn. That right there, that is a pretty damn fucking close. I'm really having a hard time picking this ending and the Marie. Damn it. Damn it, I can't pick. They're both two good endings, the Marie ending and this ending. Both of them are too damn good to actually differentiate which one I like the most. Damn. I'm kind of upset. There's like, as far as I know, there's only like one extra story left and then that's it. Except for, you know, interview with Kaziklu Bay, but we're focusing on something that I've done for... God, when did I start this? Wasn't it like 9 months ago? 9 or 10 months ago. I swear it was... God, how far... You know what, This definitely is part of the contending of, like, the longest Let's Plays I've ever done on the channel. A year ago. I actually went back and I looked. I started this a year ago. Damn. Although, I gotta say, Umineko is, like, I think it's still my longest one. But still, this was a hell of a long experience. I really need to get my thoughts gathered to give a proper, like... Ah! There it is. Other story. Nihil Difficile Amanti unlocked. And with that, we have completed the last route. Which means all we have left now... Oh, whoops. I chose the wrong one. I chose the wrong one. Is that one. This freaking novel is just... I really need to gather my thoughts. Other than that, I've been recording for about 3 hours. CG completion 99%. Oh, goody. That means there's probably like one left, right? Let's see. Where would I... Oh! There's 4 that I missed. Interesting. Unless that's... I think it's just 4. Yeah, it looks like it's just 4 that I am missing. This goddamn novel is so fucking huge, but... the amount of artwork in it is just... This novel is basically thumbnail central, honestly. But I gotta say... now that I've finally completed every route... all I gotta do is go through that extra story, and then that'll be it. I'm immediately getting the same feelings that I've had with, and this only happened, I think, with maybe 2 novels total that I've gone through. Fata Morgana and Umineko. Not, that feeling of not wanting it to end, in a way. Good lord. But anyway, also, I'm still at a loss for words, honestly. I will try to get all of my thoughts properly ready for whenever I give my true final thoughts on this. In what will be, right now, the last episode of Dies Irae. So, thank you very much, everybody, for watching, and I will see you guys in the finale.